anime if it had been live. Would not have been doing that.
Welcome back to Ridding the Rot, everybody. I know, I will say, I thought I'd pressed the live button already, and I was like, crap, I was just yapping too. But I hadn't, so it all works out. Last time on Ridding the Rot, we had kind of a short session, but we got a good amount done. We had our players, after coming back from Viridisis, our players were able to kind of come together and make the Bright Spurn, the potion that will be able to purify the people who have been blighted in this other realm. What has been called Dal Qor thus far, based on some prophetic words, as well as Ty's own words sometimes. As you guys have been touching on this other place that Mnemo and Zhen Yin ran into to chase after Konotash Koe, Kunari's father, who had just waged a vengeful plot on her with some potentially prophetic traps in the mix, as well as we had seen back in the time when Konotash had initially attacked Kunari, and a whole trap had been set for her, this magical barrier, this magical circle that was fortified by another magical source, another magical power that was keeping the barrier in place. Something that pretty much made like gorilla glue for a spell, in a sense. The worst kind of comparison here. But yeah, it just pretty much made it a more permanent fixture. Something made out of a magical source that we'd seen previous, as well in Zhen Yin, in the spell that was cast to keep him powerfully manipulated by one master, pretty much. And that gorilla glue, that chain link that was keeping those spells active, were made out of a soul. Now, as we've seen that thus far, you guys, in casting this spell, in Raoden casting the remnants, these threads that had been frayed and dissolving at the ends, he was able to kind of grasp at them, reweave them to recreate the spell that was cast previous, and recreate the path to get to wherever Konotash Koe had gone. In so doing, he recreated the spell, opened up this torn rip between time and space, and yet there was still this interlocking mesh of magical energy that was keeping the barrier up. This mesh that Kunari pushes against is fine. It's almost, you can tell the individual links themselves, but it still finds the touch almost like any thinly weaved, or what would it be, high thread count sheets, kind of, but still individual enough that you can actually feel it, or at least your fingers seem like they can feel the individual links of this mesh. As you press your hand in, Kunari, it does not break. And Raoden, at the center of the circle, or on the other side of the circle, since you're at the center of it, he still in the process of lowering his hands as he's cast the spell, his book in one hand, the other just kind of waving the rest of you forward to kind of like look at it and to see the barrier that's in place here. Because it seems to me not altogether different from what Mnemo was able to break apart when it contained Kunari earlier this evening, at least based on your description. Perhaps the same process that you used to break it open before can be used again.
Anyone have a spare soul lying around?
What is up with magic and being required to spend souls? What happened to good old-fashioned magic?
What is good
It's
old
like
fashioned magic?
it's like the silly little bag of the sticks and rocks that Nemo uses. Or
Well, I
natural
suppose
magic.
if you're calling it old-fashioned, Estrian magic used to use souls in its day-to-day casting. So old-fashioned would actually be the
This
use of
is the old
souls.
fashioned ones. Yeah.
It is
No
quite
wonder
fascinating.
I find out.
I will say that if souls had always been used, upon ancient times, perhaps souls are actually the truest form of magic. What if the source of power that we use to cast normally, and he walks over to one of his books and he pulls it down and he goes, there's multiple books on magical theory on this
We
exact
don't
topic.
have time for this right now.
This
This is in one of your Magic 101 classes.
Okay, well, I'm going to take notes on this moment here because it might be of use to other magical philosophers down the line. He starts writing things down as he
You
goes.
wouldn't happen to have a soul lying around, would you, Raoden? One of your secret backroom areas?
There is a small pause, and then his pencil pauses in that. He continues
Insight.
writing after, and he goes, well, I suppose yes, but are you saying something that would be of use in this case? No.
Can I
Probably.
insight check him, DM?
Yes. Roll an insight check. And aside from
Oh,
that,
it's not inciting, but whose soul do you have? And why?
he continues. He's still writing, and he's going like split attention right now. He goes,
Where's my dice?
well, sometimes you collect souls here and there, and just the ups and downs.
No,
of life,
you
know.
don't. You don't.
Actually, yes, you do. He points right at you, Karhale. Blue
That was
crystal,
one time.
Nides cavern, whatever.
That was one
Whatever you
time.
called it, aquarium.
I didn't collect it on purpose.
You'd had it on you. Since then, it's been a year.
Well,
Hold on, I'm finding my
You just
spell
kept a
sheets.
useful little soul tucked in your pocket for however long it's been.
I was unaware there were any moral quandaries to be had about this.
He just guffaws and he goes, more quandaries to having a soul in your pocket. I don't believe you're on any moral higher ground here, Karhale dear. Yes, Kanari, what was your roll?
23, actually.
23 is really good. He was, you could tell the way his teeth clenched as he said it. You could tell that he is justifying to himself that it is not useful. What he has access to is not useful in this scenario. So he's talking himself out of it. He's not actually thinking it through whether or not it'll use. So he believes what he's saying while also having the tinge of like, maybe. But we're not going to think about it.
Okay, so hold on. I gotta find something in my notes. Give me 1 second.
No worries, no worries. He goes, there are many things of this life that could have perhaps questionable weight on one's moral integrity, but can always be justified by usefulness down the line, as seen by Karhale's actions and Kanari's actions. I believe you both held on to one for a time being.
I didn't take their souls on purpose or like experiment on them.
You didn't actively take the crystal from the cavern,
No, I didn't separate their soul from their body.
but you didn't actively take it with you knowing what it was? What difference is there in that?
Kanari's gonna mind link with Raoden, and she's gonna say, listen,
Yes?
I obviously don't give a rat's ass whose soul you have or why, but I think you have one that we could use. So I need to get Zhen Yin back. Maybe Lunette's father could come in handy here.
You see him like breathe out, and there's that pause for Harley that you recognize with the thoughts being like the thought connection that Kanari makes with someone. You recognize it, and your eyes kind of travel to Kanari, who's like paused and staring, not in his direction, but just staring and focused. He breathes out and he goes, "All right, come with me." He steps up
in front of me. You couldn't just say it right in front of me?
Well, to be fair, there's like a whole bunch of people here. It's not just you and me, girlfriend.
There's Dimit as well, who's in the room. Zimit's folding his arms off to the side, and he goes,
"Who else is here?"
"Field trip." Okay. Moves off. I think it's just Zimit as far as anyone else.
He still doesn't trust Zimit that much, to be fair. Besides.
Fair. My feelings are only hurt a little.
I guess she would have said that out loud. She'd be like, "Oh, I don't trust Zimit that much." She'd be like, "Hey!
Yeah!
Oh, we're buddies now."
Who got you a golden hat, huh? As you guys are walking down the hallway. You guys, he walks maybe about 10 feet. There's a bit of a waving in the air as his finger is sparking energy. It seems like he's turning some sort of dial that's like magically illuminated as he's spinning his hand around. And as this dial flips around, he stops it in one spot where you guys see like a little diamond with multiple other diamonds stuck inside of it, but it's from far away, you can't quite tell the design until it disappears. And then he steps forward to one of the walls amid many halls within this within his mansion. This one in the same hallway that you guys had experienced the relic room from before, the reliquary. As he starts to wave his hand around, you guys see a small door. It's not the size of a normal person's door. Appear on the floor. It seems like this shape for a cat or a dog, some sort of pet. As it comes into being at his feet, he does crouch down and starts to wave his hands around it. The sequence of what he's doing is escapes Kanari because it's more of a visual thing. Karhale, you can kind of visually see, but he's blocking it mostly with his body right now. He does this. You guys hear kind of like a hushed wave of magic, and then the door itself reshapes, grows and grows and grows until it takes up a normal door shape. In which case, the door itself dematerializes, and you guys look into a long, a long hallway, a tunnel made out of stone. It's a dark room. There's this greenish haze of light on the other side of this room. And he walks in. He waves his arm as he's moving past, and you see like different runes glow and then fade as he walks in, and he goes, "It's safe for you to enter. Please do." As he moves forward.
I'm right behind him.
Mm-hmm. As he walks in and you guys come up behind, Zimit himself kind of like looking around and taking stock of what he's seeing as you guys go in. You guys go into what seems to be a crypt, like an inward door crypt, an indoors crypt here, where it's made out of stone. There's different stone platforms where there's these tombs that are laid up on different sides. And then there's what look to be standing coffins lined up along one side of the room as well. And it's this long hall. It definitely would not fit in this building otherwise, but as a magical room, it does. As you guys are walking through this large room that's full of all these coffins that are standing, some of them have a haze of greenish light around them, and some of them do not. Two specifically that do not is what Raoden walks up to as he's going in that direction. He stands at one, and he pulls out a small, what looks to be a bracelet that's been on his wrist, but he has a lot of jewelry and just different decorations that he's wearing almost all the time anyway that seem of a magical nature to you guys, so it doesn't really stand out to you. You've seen this one before. But with the small greenish crystal hanging off of it, he holds it up to this coffin that seems to not have the greenish haze, this darkened one. And then as he holds this greenish crystal up, it almost bursts with energy as it meets some of the crystals within the coffins themselves. And each coffin that's glowing this greenish haze is because of these crystals that are part of the decoration. It's inlaid into them. As it sparks, the greenish haze transfers from the bracelet to the coffin itself. And he just kind of cocks his head at it, and his eyes kind of glaze over as he starts whispering words in another, in the arcane structure of magic. He's casting some sort of spell. You guys walk up to him.
Ian goes from his bracelet into the crypt, basically.
And so now this one appears to be active, whatever that means. And there's multiple different coffins that are active here. There's probably about 20 that you guys can visually see here. And at the end of this room, it branches into another. So apart from the larger platform tombs that are like lined at the front end of the room, there's about 8 of those. So there's a large group of different versions of these. But what he's standing next to was empty. He fills it. It is now active. He turns to another that is currently inactive. And he goes, Unfortunately, Lynette's father is gone. Somehow someone found their way inside.
Alright, well, that's what she wants to start a war with you, by the way, over this, so you might want to deal with that at some point as well.
I am quite aware. I had thought to perhaps give her what she wanted as an olive branch, but alas, it has already been done.
Someone stole it?
I assume during our recent activities that yes, perhaps it was the young girl that you captured already having succeeded in her true desires, or it was something else.
Yeah, nobody else lying around you don't need.
Well, on that note, he turns to the now active and he motions towards it and he goes, Do with as you will. Alder is of no further use to me.
I'm sorry. He put Alder's soul in here? He killed, or like not killed him, but he killed him?
He motions, that's what he says. And he looks at you straight, like dead-eyed face with a bit of a smile that does not reach his eyes. Kunari, his voice is still lilting in the way that shows it's just another Tuesday. But there's gravity there, definitely.
Isabel feels so conflicted about this. Kunari doesn't. Alder didn't even do anything that bad. What's his face did more. He at least knew what's the cook. He knew more what he was doing than Alder did. Anyway, oof.
It's a very fun conundrum because Aaron has no problem with this. Holly does. Nari has no problem with this. Isabel does.
Aaron has no problem with using an innocent person's soul and sacrificing it to what event to further our plot.
But there are a list of, I would say, a short list of 3 other individuals that you could use to your end. One of which, Alder, 2 of which 2 names you would not recognize nor care for. But I can tell you that both are terrible, terrible souls. Do with as you will. Do with as you will. However, I mean, if you have another option, please do. I tend to keep those around that have some semblance of use to me for further gain.
So,
Does this seem like what the? Oh, sorry, Aaron. Does this seem like what the lady in the Unwithering Mausoleum does? Keep souls around, use them for magic.
He roll an insight check.
Not that he needs help with immortality as an elf, really. Not necessarily.
Yeah, he does not. Seemingly. Go ahead.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Insight check.
I rolled another 19. Two 19s in a row. 23.
It is unnervingly similar in the sense, in just the initial like blanket sense. That's why you were thinking that. You're like the moment of like, oh no, that should not be crossing over. There should not be this haze of similarity between that woman and him from how you know of him. What was your roll again?
23.
A 23. With a 23, you can tell when he says a further gain, he doesn't mean it in that sense. And as Karhala, you're looking around, you can tell based on what Zimmet had described to you guys, and Zimmet himself might be muttering under his breath like the similarities but dissimilarities too. There doesn't seem to be anything that's currently being gained from these. They all seem individual, more containment than active use in any form. Like nothing's connected to anything else. There's no crystal that's being powered by these things. These coffins seem to be just that kind of containment, from what you can tell. What he's saying here too is he's like, it doesn't seem to be. How would I describe that with 23? I would say you can tell that he doesn't seem to be as malicious as the woman that you guys have encountered thus far. Like the feel of her there was very much like, oh, I don't care what happens to these people. I'll just take whatever I can get from them. This flippancy with life and everything. For him, there is a similar flippancy, but not so much. Here it feels more like he seems like it's necessary for his own ends, pretty much. He continues further, actually, as you guys are talking and you're reading this off of him. And he goes, these obstacles could not be removed in the simpler way. Namely, so that I could continue. Namely, because they had further use in the future. But be it as you might have further need, I'm willing to relinquish these weapons.
Wait, how would you use Alder in the future?
Perhaps if someone would like to use someone weak-willed within my ire, once again, it can be used as a stand-in of spy.
That's so cool.
He's not dead. This is just a pause for him for the moment. Perhaps I'll find it in myself to trust him once again down the line.
Okay, this is definitely
I don't think we can use these.
He's a villain. He really is. But it's almost like we can fix him. It's fine.
We can fix him though.
It's bad. Why hot? It's a bad guy who works with us. He works with us, so it makes it okay. I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. See, is Raoden? See, we've gone back and forth.
Yeah, I don't
he's
know.
The bad guy. And then we fixed him. And then he's the good guy. Well, is he actually
the good guy? Or is he just really kind of an anti-hero who happens to be wanting to avert the end of the world and come darkness, and that's really what his goal is right now. And
right,
once
yeah.
that's passed...
Okay, yeah. He's generally focused on the greater good. And like
not for his sake, probably. If the coming darkness comes, he won't have anything left, so... Once that's taken care of, I have no clue what he'll be doing, honestly.
Like, as far as the greater good goes, like, Kahali would make sacrifices like that and probably do some things that are less than moral to get the job done.
Yeah, he's a powerful ally.
Dang, this is weird as heck.
In our corner. Yep, this is fine. No, I mean, okay. Maybe one of the ones that are really, really bad that might make some people feel better about this. I didn't know Alder that well, but I feel kind of bad taking his soul and just having it disappear into the whateverness.
I have an important question. Is this a treasury of resources, or are these hunting trophies?
He cocks his head at you, Karhale. He goes, "Why ever would you ask that, my dear?"
You're right, I really don't think I want to know the answer.
As seen from the past, curiosity that you guys have shown, looking into some of my rooms, you've seen that sometimes things must be kept around, whether to not be used by others, or perhaps to be used by you when the time calls for it. This is why the journals must stay in existence, because it's knowledge that possibly is not only known by those who hold such journals, and perhaps will be used again. Some of those things must be accessed at one point or another. Some of these must needs be accessed in the future again.
So keeping something potentially really bad around to stop someone else who may be doing something very bad in the future.
Exactly.
I understand that with these, but the journals are a little... like, if we destroyed them now, then no one would know about it, and then maybe in the future, I don't really know.
We would have no chance of stopping it, either.
If they knew about it, but if the journals weren't there, how would they know about it?
But people already know about it.
Not that many, right? I don't really know. I'm not the magic person.
Kanari, what do you think of knowledge as? Do you think of it as a house built in front of you in your current timeline? Is it something that was built once and can never be built again? Or is knowledge more of something that exists continuously in an ocean, that can be accessed again and again in different forms, in different ways, at different times, by different people, ever continuing?
I think it's
Do you believe if you rid yourself of those journals, will they never again be accessed by another? Whether by another mind coming up with them, or perhaps another mind having already done so, and copies of their existence being around in different forms. Do you think blinding yourself to possibilities that could happen would stop those possibilities from happening in the future?
I don't think destroying the journals would do much of anything.
You're really quiet.
I don't really think destroying the journals would do much of anything. Knowledge is more like tradition, the stories that get passed down. Regardless of whether you destroy the text, it exists by spoken word.
I mean, honestly, I don't actually care about getting rid of the journals. I think they could be quite useful. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I like to. But I do see what you're saying, and I think you have a fair point. But I also think many people with flowery words sound like they have good points. And the flowery words are just disguises. So, you know.
I assure you both that though this may contradict certain facets of my personality to the both of you, I would suggest that not only does it coincide with what you have seen of me thus far, it strengthens, it buoys up my own desire to see the future of this world more concrete. All of these were obstacles to the betterment of Dal Qor at large, perhaps even the continent here on the Western Hemisphere. But of course, you can only hear my voice and believe it or disbelieve it. That is up to you. But nonetheless, I am your ally in the coming.
Totally. What'd you say?
I am your ally in the coming trouble. And unlike some, and he looks toward Alder's sarcophagus beside, I do not betray my allies in times of need.
This doesn't surprise me at all. Are you kidding? Everything you've done makes sense that you would do something like this. Come on, let's be real.
Oh, all right. I was so concerned for a moment there. Let's choose quickly and get moving, because you have a busy night ahead. Now, of the three choices that I could give you of...
Behind door number 1!
He goes, Alder, of course, already seen untrustworthy, but perhaps not the greatest crime in your eyes. I'm seeing your eyes, Karhale, yes? All right. He passes to the next. He goes, empty one, he points, and he goes, unfortunate past, leader of Vamar, of no concern to you, Karhale, but Kanari, I believe you had mentioned Lynette from before. But yes, I assure you, cruel tyrant of a king, prince, I suppose, trying to be king, of course.
Wait, I thought he said he's gone, though.
Yes, his sarcophagi was empty when I came to check.
So he's not an option. We can't use it.
No, I was just letting you know.
Oh, that was Isabel. I was confused on, I don't understand.
You're good. Sorry, that was just him referring to it as he's passing by.
He's explaining. He's monologuing.
Yeah.
I'll let him
monologue. He's monologuing.
Just let the man monologue.
Okay, so then he moves on to another, and he goes, this, elder brother, too dangerous to release into the world once again.
Wait, yours?
It's semantics, really. I mean, brother, some might say brother, some might say relative, some might say
brother.
I mean, if he's any more crazy than you are, I think that's actually fair that he's in here. You're about as much as the world can handle, honestly.
Exactly my thoughts as well. No. This was a battle of wills that ended in my favor. Nonetheless, sometimes the trial to get to the Lord Protectorship can become problematic, especially between other ones. Not to say that we were quite close. He is an option. Upon releasing him, could vastly change the path of Hoel here, and my father's protectorship in general, and perhaps Dal Qor at large. So, releasing him has not really been on the forefront of my mind at any time. Ventures to another one, and he motions at it, and he goes, just a warlord of no significant name within the southern parts of Kel. He was about to take over most of Kel and take the the control of the country away from Bayar before he was able to fully seat his throne as Rex Regis in the south. Bayar is far calmer between the two.
Sure. That is, I think,
him anytime soon. I pretty much kept him around just in case Bayard did not succeed, but he did.
when you say release, what happens?
Oh, well, he motions toward the crystals and he goes, they're keeping their bodies in stasis, so to speak. It's not quite perhaps just the soul as you guys might have seen before in those crystals that have been carried around. It is more the matter of their entire being.
Oh,
Not unlike other ways of keeping a body undying and unwithering.
huh. Funny. Okay. You know, I may give you a hard time, but I do know that you have the greater good in mind. Especially when the greater good benefits.
Is your mic plugged in, Aaron? I feel like you keep getting a little blah, 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 blah. Maybe that's just me, though.
Yeah, it is really hard to hear you.
I might grab my mic. We'll see.
See, that sounds good.
Yeah,
It's
the lower Carholic voice for some reason. It's not cutting.
It's not picking up.
Well, that's it, guys. I guess I'm just gonna have to play Thea so I can go in the upper register so you guys can hear me.
That is Zora. Need to stick together. Let's be real. There's no better chemistry than Thea and Zora. So, like, if we're gonna bring Thea, we gotta do something with Zora. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
But what'd you say? Sorry.
The greater good, she understands.
And I trust that this is all for the greater good.
Yes. The greater good of Elithkar, the greater good of Kel, the greater good in many forms. And right now, we seek the greater good.
Whatever makes you sleep at night, Car. But this is something we have to do.
I am gonna roll insight.
Carl, I was just like, I don't.
Cursory insight check, you know?
I don't care. Just whatever gets the job done. We can't leave
Okay.
them much longer.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Uh,
Amazing. Big insight check into this man's psyche. This insight check takes into account all of the interactions you've had with Raoden. Whether that was soulless Raoden before, whether that's hopefully with a soul Raoden now. Putting all of that together and seeing this new a new number to add to the equation. Shake that up, what do you get? With a natural 20, you can see that this is a man who lives forever in one sense. Lives beyond what any human, what any creature of a normal mortal lifespan would experience, and has a perspective beyond that which any mortal would experience. He seems like someone who makes choices beyond that, as you've seen, and will take chances, as you've seen. You can tell that he does not consider himself to be a negative on the world at large. In that, he sees himself as someone who needs to have their hands on the world at large, or else that world will diverge into paths that are unknown from him or uncontrollable from him. You've seen this man has his hands in many pots. He's pulling on strings in many parts of the world all at once. You've known that he deals in Cal politics, he deals in Alethkar politics, perhaps even in Talon politics. You haven't heard as much from there. But in this vast desire to care and to guide properly, there is the downfall, the pit to fall into that can even a forever, a semi-immortal person capable of doing these things without making bad mistakes or making the wrong choices from your perspective, of course, that would be impossible. So, from your perspective, he sees himself as the best choice of the world to guide them, because there's no other better option. And he truthfully thinks himself as that higher perspective that someone would be. With the natural 20, though, you can see that he thinks very highly of himself, that it concerns you. So, as seen before, he's made these mistakes thinking of himself as above the natural folly of a mere mortal. He thinks he himself has the best intentions, and therefore any choice he makes is pretty much beyond anyone else's judgment as mortal. It's pretty much he's, to an extent, he's making himself as God. And you can tell that if ascendance were a possibility, that could even plausibly be something he would seek out. That's what you grasp as you are just kind of seeing him from the outside looking in. You don't know his thoughts, you don't know his heart necessarily. That is just what you can tell from your perspective as Karhala, as a mortal woman who's dealt in the small things and is now seeing someone who has only ever dealt in macro.
I don't think this is a bad option.
Great. So which one you want to go with? Warlord, Raoden's brother. I don't care.
Obviously, the one who we know is definitely, yes, a bad person.
My brother?
Yeah. Everyone's a bad person. I don't know.
Zim's like, I think we should just go with Alder. We actually know the guy, and he, betrayed us and him, so
He would.
He would. Oh, you mean the Warlord? Sure, why not? Let's just do the Warlord. He doesn't seem very useful to you, Raoden, anyway, so.
Alright.
Just clear, nothing bad will happen as far as this guy goes. When we release him, it'll just be like how we've released the soul from the crystals we've used before, right?
He walks over to the sarcophagi, waves his hand over it. He's like answering you while actively doing it. So he's not even waiting for your like, hey, okay, that sounds okay kind of thing. He's just doing it. And you could just tell that he's not concerned by this action at all. So he waves his hand over it, and then the sarcophagi kind of just like lowers itself down magically, almost as though it were on like a belt, as it lowers itself down to lay horizontally, and then the shifting of the rock itself happens as well without hands, just by magic. As it shifts open, you see a body laying in the sarcophagus. And he goes, he is a dead body. And me releasing him to the air now means that he's been rotting for perhaps only 2 days. He's actually dead. Some of the others are not.
This is so cool. But we do have the portal thing waiting, so how do we get his soul from here to there? Just carry it in your hands, or?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. And he moves you guys back and he goes, I could just bring him back and use his soul then.
Do you mean bring him back and then we'd have to kill him and then?
No. I believe you have any emotions to you, Kanari. Didn't you say that there was the, I don't know what you called it, the pendant.
Oh yeah, I still have that thing that I think it can hold a soul. That's what they're trying
The
to capture.
what?
It's what's his face? What is that guy's name? He seemed to be.
Yeah, I did not see him at all.
No, what is his name? A fool?
I would say it totally tracks that Kanari would not remember his name.
Oh, totally. She's like, he was like fighting against us, but also on our side. I don't know what's going on there. A lot of internal.
That is so many people.
Okay, he was like me. We met him at the freaking estate auction sale thing. He was stealing this necklace that ended up.
And she pulls it out. It's sitting there. It's beautiful. It's kind of a purplish necklace in appearance as well. It almost got mistaken by you guys for the Aeltress. So this pendant with this like purplish stone in the center of it. Currently, though, it is glowing blue.
Oh, wait, it had the soul. Oh, that's right. I have what's his face in here.
What?
Raoden motions forward. He goes, "Oh, well, then that's perfect. You can just use that." Why
Okay.
did you just lead with that? Why did I have to show you?
I didn't know. How am I supposed to? You had to tell me it was glowing blue. How would I know?
I hadn't seen it. You hadn't shown this to me.
It wasn't apparent until now. It was just a stupid thing he dropped.
Such a stupid thing. Okay.
Isabel totally forgot that he was. But
it's so
it
on
makes sense for
brand.
Kanari.
It's
It's
so
fine.
on brand for Kanari.
It's so in brand.
Oh, well, I guess we get a cool tour of your coffin room, and we have a soul. Great.
Wait, whose soul is this?
Okay.
I call
Ty,
it the
what was
Hall
his
of the
name?
Deferred.
What?
It was what?
The Hall of the Deferred.
The Hall of the Deferred. Very fancy, Raoden. Ty, what was his name? Do you know?
She perks up. She goes, "Well, I mean, I didn't really know him for any longer than you did, Kanari. It's like Aknu, Ahmed, Hotep. That was actually the most natural progression, guys. I was actually struggling. I was
That
like,
was
I
so
knew this guy's name.
good.
Ahmed Hotep.
That guy. Okay.
He
You
was
remember him?
actually really kind to you initially,
Yes.
but I'm
I
still
got
confused.
weird vibes from him.
Well, he was really nice to me, and then he was,
And then he was
trying
unkind.
to,
He
you
wanted-
know, but
this-
then he fought against it, and he like was warning me. He was telling me how to get out of the trap bubble thing, and then my dad just one-off killed him because he was mad that he told me. So then I don't know what was going on there. Maybe mind control. Sorry, guy.
What if we give that guy this guy's body, and then we take his soul and use it to open the portal?
He
That's-
could be an ally for us. That would be kind of cool.
That
'Cause he
seems
knows-
very complicated, but it's doable.
I don't
He
know
knows
you're the
that-
magic guy.
Ins and outs of what my dad's trying to do. He might actually have some great inside information for us. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
That
fair.
is true. That is very true. On this amulet, though, you are aware.
Body. Bad guy's soul doesn't need a body. We use bad guy's soul, put good guy's soul in bad guy body. Problem
You-
solved.
You have the innate sense, Kanari, now that you've been connected to this pendant for a long time and stuff. that you could plausibly use it to talk to the soul inside of it. So that's an option.
I think I actually could just talk to him now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, apparently. But should I do I don't think I should do that right now. I think we need to focus on the present matter at hand, and I'll talk to him later.
You forgot about it?
No, why don't you just ask him if he would want that? Hey dude, would you want a very tall, muscular body?
It's okay. Just come and sit with me.
Because yours is kind of gone.
It was literally ash, yeah.
Oh, yeah, see?
Yeah,
I'm sure he loved it.
Sorry, Nathan's not home.
No, you're good. This is so funny.
Nathan unfortunately doesn't have his computer, so he'll have to join us from his phone if
Not his
anything.
computer? What? Nathan?
Yeah, because we were just at the parents' place, and yeah, he left it at the parents' place. Unfortunate. Well, as he figures that out, sorry, what were you saying?
Karhali told me I should talk to him and ask if he wants to go into this body. So,
Oh.
Ganara's gonna be like, she'll like hold it up, she'll like, hello, you hear me?
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up this amulet.
This thing on.
Let's see, echoes. I need to get over to the stuff.
This is so random.
The auction. Okay.
Also, Karhali's question from, is this a bad thing to do? To, let's make it a good thing to do.
This is so great. Okay, so okay, new note, Kanari, as long as there's a soul in this pendant, you get a +2 bonus to wisdom ability checks and wisdom saving throws. So you understand, like, inherently, as you're holding it and you, like, okay, I can actually ask questions to this thing, you're also feeling that it's imbuing you with a bit more mental capacity than what you'd had before. Let's see. So you can use your action to telepathically ask the soul a question, as if the Speak with Dead spell was happening. Let's see. Once it has been asked 3 questions this way, it's released from the pendant. So you only have 3 questions before the soul is just released into the ether.
It's here.
And let's see. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much it. 3 questions, it's released into the ether. Or you can just hold on to it for. What do you wish to ask? As you're holding it and it's pulsing this bluish light, a little diamond at the center of this beaded mithril pendant.
Hi. If you can hear me, I think we can bring you back in someone else's body. Would you like that?
You hear a voice responding, almost like it's slightly confused, but also not at the same time. Like, it doesn't seem to be like an active thinking response. It's like a computer responding, almost. Hard to explain. It doesn't seem like the voice itself is sentiently reacting to you. It's just answering the question. Like the soul itself is more or less inactive. But you hear the voice, a familiar one from the mental connections that you've had with this voice before. You hear, I would love to be put in another body, so I could continue the work that I was unable to finish.
Okay, Kanari will tell him that and say, guys, do we think he was trying to do something good or bad, though?
Oh wait, Zimit's here.
Oh, yay!
Ethan.
Hello.
Sorry, I think he told me that Zimit was in, and I didn't react to it because I thought you meant Zimmet was here in the room within the metal room. Hey, Jared, welcome. Quick download, pretty much. So you guys have gotten 42 doses of Brightspring prepared for the potion. You guys have, Raoden has recast the spell within his magical workshop here so that you guys could connect to the other plane of existence. And as you guys did so, and Kanari was able to try to connect toward Zhen Yin, relatively successfully here, or at least seemingly, there is still this mesh, this like chain link material that's keeping a barrier between you guys and Zhen Yin on the other side. So you guys, they have been seeking out, you guys as a party have been talking to Raoden to see how to fix that problem. And you guys know that the way to break this barrier is using a soul, because this barrier is made out of soul energy. So someone's soul was used to create this barrier, and that's what was done to keep Kanari locked in before when Konotash Koe set the trap on her. And so you guys need a soul to be able to break it, a wielded soul, so to speak. Where Kanari had a crystal before and used it to break the barrier that was keeping her entrapped. Well, Mnemo did. And then Kahale had a crystal of a soul too, but she'd used that to just heal herself at the time. So you guys don't have any more so far. However, Kanari convinced Raoden to let her in on possible souls that you guys could use, which he did. He brought you guys to his Hall of the Deferred. So these deferred bodies and souls that he has put to the side till future worth in his own machinations. So you guys come into a room of sarcophagi that kind of represent different people that he basically stuck into the void for future use, so to speak. So there's been some like back and forth about whether or not they trust Raoden now, so that's kind of up in the air now. Nathan's not here to hear this. Okay. You're hearing this? You hear this? Okay. Well, nonetheless, morally gray Raoden or whatever does not matter in this moment, because Kanari actually does have mithril pendant, the Hestrian pendant from the auction, changing hands. She got it from the guy who died attacking her just recently, who had kind of helped her too. And now his soul is in this necklace, is in the mithril pendant. So his soul's been trapped inside of it when he died. So Kanari asked him a question and is relaying the information to the rest of you guys, pretty much, that he says, yes, he would love to be placed into another body, and so that he could finish the work he was unable to finish in life.
I slightly want to ask, to see if we can ask him what that work was before we let him out.
I mean, you have 2 more questions. Of course you can do so. Just save the last one for later.
Alright, should I ask him?
Be very careful to only ask him the one, because if you ask him the third, it's released into the ether, right? We don't want that.
So I'm asking him what his mission here was, or what he was trying to accomplish?
Yeah. That.
Alright.
Very carefully phrased to only be one question.
But perhaps you could also broaden it to include other information too. Perhaps you could ask more toward his loyalty. That might be more significant. Because, I mean, if his goal was just to, I don't know, see you dead. Not to say that's it, but, you know, if that were the goal that he had in life before dying, then perhaps it would be too narrow of a question. I don't know. It's up to you.
This is so hard. I'm not the eloquent one. Okay.
If it helps, you can say it out loud once before saying
Yeah,
it
I
to
mean, I
him.
could just ask him. Yeah, where does your loyalty lie,
Where
or
do
which
your loyalties lie?
what?
Like, where do your loyalties lie?
Yeah. Yeah,
do.
well, because then he might just say, like the quarry, which isn't helpful because obviously there's different sides and opinions on that as well. That's also not helpful.
Maybe ask, what were your
We can say
Sorry, who is this we're talking to right now?
There's so do you remember, okay, so back when Kanari was attacked and kept in the barrier, in the magical circle barrier, there was one Kalashtar that knew her and had forewarned her and was like, run, before. And then he was kind of the forefront of the attack on her, the blitzkrieg there, as well. So he was like, you should have run, in her mind, because he was trying to warn her off, even though he was leading the charge against her. So there was that kind of complicated interaction there. But you guys also knew him from the auction way back when the Kalashtar had helped Kanari out and then wanted to get this mithril pendant for himself and his own gain, or for his own purposes at the time. Yeah, so that's why you guys know him, and he was seemingly
Kanari's ex, basically. Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you count 2 sentences. Sorry,
I've got it.
What?
What will you do if we bring you back?
That's a good one. I was also going to think, what is the...
That's super, like, open-ended, though.
But it is, but, or you could say, what was the overarching goal of the faction you served? And then we know whatever he was trying to do and
that's a good question.
Weigh out the merit of that.
Well, we can kind of ask him that once we bring him back. I was more wondering if we should...
Right, but if we know the overarching goal of the faction he serves, then we know if it's a goal that we agree with or think it's a bad goal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, when you say his faction, it could be the Kalashtar that he was forced into serving that aren't necessarily who he wants.
What is the overarching goal of the faction where your true loyalties lie?
There it is.
Okay. DM, I will ask him that question.
Okay. So you say, just one more time, go ahead, say it.
What is the overarching goal of the faction where your true loyalties lie? Ugh, I sound like Raoden.
As you say this, that's a complicated question. Because, okay. He goes,
What in the...
this question.
This
okay.
is what happens when we put our 2 brain cells together.
He goes, the goal of Tawanday's people, the Kori that survive, is to bring the stain upon all the mortals that did not suffer our fate.
Is to bring pain upon all the mortals that what?
Did not suffer our fate. Yeah. But he goes and he specifies and he goes, our people knows our people are split, and I was split with them. But they are my people. And he'll leave it at that.
And what was the name that he said there? Or the goal of the what?
He says Tawanday.
Towan? Can you spell that for me?
Yes. T-A-O. T-E-N, Talon. And then Day, D-A-E.
Have I heard of this phrase
Is
before?
it Day the name of your mom's quarry?
No. Her name is Wei. A little close.
Silly me.
Close.
Have I or Ty heard that term before? That phrase.
Yeah, Ty perks up as you kind of whisper that name to her. She goes, "Wait, why are you speaking of? Why are you speaking of him? He's not here. He's the leader of Adar. He's in charge. He's not a king, but he's their leader."
So
He's cruel, but he's fair, and he'll do anything for the quarry.
Interesting.
wait, so is Konotash not allied with Talon?
No, I think he's like a lackey of his, I think.
You have seen that he's probably, he's answering to a higher power thus far. Like, he's not working on his own, from what you can tell, and what you guys have heard him say.
Yeah.
I think I'm confused. Because you said he see he's got such a difficult name, dude independent.
Atep. You can just call him Atep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Amenhotep is his full name. Atep is like singular.
Oh,
It's a whole backstory to the character himself. His name is Atep.
Okay, so you said that Atep seems like he did not want to be following orders from Konotash. Yes, but Konotash is working for Talon Day, and Atep is saying his loyalties are also to Talon Day.
It seems like he's saying that because of the dual nature of who we are, he has conflicting interests. I feel like he wants to help the quarry and make things better for them, but I don't think his heart is in hurting other people to do so. But that's just my gut.
Like a great, just natural 20 from Kanari in like parsing out what I meant by what I was saying. That's amazing. Exactly though, like Kanari, you reverberate with that understanding of what this soul just said.
Miss, real quick, is it possible to turn on the music just a
It is a little loud now that you're
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just
Thank you.
You're good.
Oh, Kanari can hear it?
I can hear it for once. Like,
Wow.
now that you're messing with it, I probably won't be able to hear it anymore, but we'll see.
Oh, now
Okay.
I can't hear it all.
Is this okay?
No, yes, it's
Oh,
better.
that's good.
can still hear it.
Wow, Kanari, one of us.
I know.
One of us. One of us.
Woo! Okay, so
Why isn't your video on, Nathan?
My phone is currently at 2%, so like I could put it on, but I feel like if I have it
Plug it in.
running, my phone might die.
Oh no. Got it. Okay. Understood. Okay, so yes, you can tell that very well put, Kanari. Oh, Nathan, would you mute yourself?
Oh.
Sorry, it's got the echo feedback. Because of the split split loyalties, because he in of himself is a split person. So you can tell that based on what's been going on with the Corey thus far, with Konotash and your guys' interactions with him, their ability and desire, based on what Ty's told you about just taking over the body, in regards to the mortal soul rather than the Corey soul, because the Kalashtar are always two souls in one body, right? Because the Koris take precedence or just take over, their goals will be naturally probably contradictory to the betterment of the mortals that they have taken over. You guys have even heard him say in the past, he's mentioned that Amen is his Kori soul, but you guys later found out that the Kori was claiming to be the main mortal soul, and yet he was not. So you are speaking currently to a Kori person, a Kori soul.
That was my follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Kori spirit detached from the mortal spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably the mortal soul that was warning me about.
Souls move on, though?
I would say you don't know enough whether to say that or not.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to know the sound between them well enough to separate them. Sorry, Nathan. You'll have to probably mute every time you talk.
Bro. Oh, no, my question was, doesn't the Kori soul move on after, like, wouldn't it still not be attached?
Oh, the Kori soul only gets reincarnated if it's within the confines of Adar, where their special tree thing that lets them get reincarnated is.
Yeah, their special little tree. Their happy little tree friend.
And aside from that, too, Nathan, is that when the body died, the pendant was right there, so it got sucked into the pendant.
Got it.
Because it was empty.
It's interesting that it caught the Kori soul. I mean, it was probably a 50-50 chance, unless they had already done what they were trying to do.
Because you guys had learned his motivations at the time, I thought. He was intending,
the Kori soul from him, but there's a good chance that actually the Kori was wanting to remove the human soul from him, and was successful in doing so by this point. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but it's been like 2 years. It's a good chance that did happen. And
I would say, like, you could probably fully believe that it's happened at this point, because that had been the stated goal, and he had the means to do it.
Yeah.
So unless something changed in between then and now, the person you met was just the Kori. You probably don't know where Amen, the soul for Amen, would be.
So the Koris are still torn, it seems like, though, because if he was working against us, but at the same time warning me, like, they're as much torn / maybe not fully in control of their own actions as the human parts of themselves. Because this is so confusing. Okay.
Ty will put in, she kind of leans forward and her threads kind of like spindle out and then tighten back in again. She goes, well, Kanari, sometimes, I mean, I don't want to help them anymore. They wanted us to do things that put you in danger or us in danger, but I didn't want to do that anymore because it wasn't just my body, you know? So maybe he felt the same way or just differently. I guess that is one way to change things, would be to give each other a new body. Maybe that was the intention.
Right.
I'm not the only one who cares about the other soul, the person that I'm sharing a body with, you know? There are others like me, I'm sure, but no one brave enough to try to defend me, or not enough to make a difference.
Totally. I'm sure there are, Ty. I'm just trying to figure out why he seemed so conflicted in our last encounter, if there was no other soul in his body. But as
maybe
of now,
he wanted to help you just on his own.
That's fair. But he doesn't even know me. I don't know why he would want to help me. But
If I didn't know you, Kanari, I would want to help you.
Well,
You're a
Ty,
great person, so
that's because you're better than anyone else in the world. But I don't know. Do we think we should bring this guy back then? I don't really know.
I think this is your call, Canary. He's Corey, so he's one of your people?
It's your ex, so
Yeah, he's your ex. It's not my business.
I don't. Never mind. Shai's not even there. Nemo's not there. He didn't you respond to that. Okay.
it's just a voice in your head of what Nemo would say.
Yeah, literally. I love Nemo. I do think he could be useful to us because we could get information possibly, but at the same time,
and if he proves to be problematic, we'll just put him right back in there.
that's actually so fair. And you're not going to be conned and letting him go like the idiots who were holding my dad. So it should be fine, theoretically.
Theoretically.
Okay, so I guess we could try to bring him back. I don't know, Raoden. Can you do that?
Yeah, he
Well, give me
out a scroll.
This guy.
He whips it out, and he is surprisingly just has it on hand. He pulls it out of his sleeve. He whips that out. He takes in the glances, and he goes, "Sometimes it's useful, right?" And starts to read the words off as he sets up the ritual around the sarcophagi. It looks like all the pieces that are for a resurrection are actually already there in the sarcophagi. You see the essence of some of the materials that are used in this spell just lifted off of it. And there's diamond dust that's already like settled at the bottom that look just like normal dust until kind of leaning in and the flashes of magic and reflecting off of it. As he casts this spell, I'll take Kanari, since you're the most relevant here to this character. Roll me a just a d20. If there's anything that someone wants to do as he's casting this and he's whispering these words, and you guys feel the flickering of the light in the room starting to waver and everything, if there's anything you would like to try to do to add to this roll to raise dead in this moment, you may.
Not to put pressure on you, DM, but I feel like Ty would actually be a good person to do something as a fellow Corey member. You know what I mean? So
That's true. Technically, you're currently raising dead on a warlord. So a violent warlord.
fair.
You're planning on just switching the souls.
That's true. We are. Okay, interesting. A warlord.
Wait, so we're trying to raise the warlord?
Well, we have to, and then
the body of a warlord who's dead. You're gonna raise him so you can take his soul, use that to break through the spell later. Basically, you just need
I didn't realize we had to do that first.
Soul. Yeah.
I just thought we could drop the soul into the body and then boom, it'd be alive.
Well, but we need another soul to open up the portal.
Yeah.
So we do need this warlord soul.
Oh, that's right. We need
Raoden
to get
goes,
that.
maybe you could play up that there's so much more for him to defeat, conquer. His name's Garrus. So use the name Garrus. Tell him that. Oh, talk about his brother. Talk shit about his brother, and you'll be able to convince him that maybe he should come back and vanquish his one rival in life.
Oh wait, is his brother the current Rex?
Yes, Bea.
Wonderful. Okay, I know a thing that could be helpful. Can I do it?
Totally. As he's casting this spell, you guys see the magic itself kind of lightening the body, and the body starts to rise off of the sarcophagus bottom just a little bit as it's rising, and your guys' hair is starting to swirl just a little bit, and Raoden's waving his arms, and he motions at you, Karhale.
Remind me of the current Rex's name.
Current Rex is Bayar.
Bayar.
the Rex Regis of Kel.
Okay. And then this guy's name is Garrus?
Garrus. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I need to keep a straight face.
Call him Lord Garrus. Lord Garrus. I'm sure he appreciates the title.
Sure. I'm going for persuasion. Yeah. I'm going for persuasion. Lord Garrus, we are in grave need of your assistance to defeat your tyrant brother, the Rex Bear. He has just sired an heir, and you must go and vanquish him before he establishes his legacy over Kel.
Roll persuasion check, but with advantage.
Hey!
Love it.
And he only has an heir because I decided not to kill him.
It's true.
Wait,
Shut the front door. This little guy right here rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
Is
That's
this from your
crazy.
backstory that you didn't kill him?
No, it was whenever Atoll was dead and Karhale was like seeking after the goddess of order, Genora, and then she had a vision and basically was like given a moral quandary of this child was born from unnatural magic, and Genora wanted her to fix the balance in whatever way she saw fit. And the most obvious option that was presented to her was killing the kid, which obviously she didn't do. But anyways, I know that. It's up here. Steel trap.
Cool.
And with that roll, you see the eyes kind of light up in this bluish light of this warlord. He's like a large, dark-skinned human with giant beard, scraggly looking. He's got scars all over arms, and he seems well kept. So this body seems undecomposed, like this man just went to sleep. He's wearing different colors from a different country, unfamiliar to most of you guys. You guys wouldn't be familiar with this region, and very well decorated and very sharp looking weapons laid to rest with him. As that happens, go ahead, Kari, roll me your roll me a d20, and you can add a 2 unless anyone else would like to try to add some sort of impression, something to help this along the ritual.
I did my part.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know this guy, so nope, I got nothing.
Yeah, there's no need if you don't want to. I think it's so great that Karhale did.
I know, it's great that you came up with something wonderful. So I'm rolling it to d20. Ooh, 12 plus 2.
Ooh, 14. Okay, so as he is casting it, and he nods at Karhale after she finishes speaking. After she finishes speaking, you guys, the body itself take a, with his eyes still closed, until Raoden kind of moves you guys away. And then he just like grabs something from his little pockets, from his little magical casting pouch, and he blows it on him. And it's almost like dandelions, like little dust blowing on the warlord, as the warlord just starts with a sneer as he's about to like open his eyes and like roar out loud, and you can hear it. It's cut off as he breathes in these spores and then immediately flops back into the coffin, and he is breathing but asleep. And Raoden goes, "All right, switcheroo."
Okay, so how do I do this? Do I kill him so his soul? Okay, wait.
We'll go ahead and do it this way. Raoden goes, "One moment. I have been testing this." Rushes off into another room. There's like a 2-minute interim.
Guys,
then,
I want to know who else is in these sarcophagus.
You can look at different ones if you want.
What?
He told us who was in them.
No. There's like 20 of them in here.
Oh, maybe we can just do a little window shopping while he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanari's trying to like peek into them and like trying to like. I guess you can't see, so it wouldn't matter.
There's no windows into them. You can't see into them necessarily, but as you wave your hands over them, you get an innate sense of who these people are, like a haze of understanding. It's not like you're getting all the information lined up or anything. It's more just like you have this haze of understanding of who this person was not in life. You wave your hand over one of them. You sense what feels to be this old ancient soul. You feel like you're not even so familiar with Raoden's nature at large, what he is, elven in nature. You get this old soul that feels ancient beyond years and has sired many and has much power. You just gain that all in a haze, but you don't know who exactly this is. You just feel that it's an ancient elf.
Oh, wait, no. It's the current Lord Protector. That can't be his dad. His dad's kind of big.
You wave an arm around another sarcophagus that also feels ancient in nature, except this one feels more like a Kori soul, like Thai soul than anything else, but it's not quite that feeling either. This one feels fey in nature, almost a cross between the elven nature and the Kori nature here. Feels similar to both at the same time. This one feels also ancient, this older woman who's creeping and desiring and grasping and wants and laughs and cruel all at the same time. You kind of go through different individuals. There's probably about 4 or 5 noble or royal kind of lineage characters that seem to be of that nature, like they are arrogant, seem to have power over others. They feel like they should be given everything, feel entitled. So they feel like they have some sort of like political power, probably in different in different areas. Let's see. You feel what seems to be other servants in nature. You get the haze of guilt from some of them, a haze of betrayal in some of them, similar to elders. You also find a couple individuals that are young, a couple almost so young that they are children. Specifically, only 2. One of them seems like it was like she's dying. He was so frail in life, and pretty much nothing else other than the feel of she loved sunsets and sunflowers. And then another one, a young boy, perhaps more teenage in years, so for an elf that's still a baby, also feeling like immortal. And this one felt like angry, problematic, angry and curious. Angry and curious, this individual, but you don't it's hard to feel more than that from this.
You said furious or curious?
Curious. Angry and curious, yeah.
Ugh. Guys, I feel like we could spend a whole campaign looking into Raoden and never... Anyway, I love it. Sorry, go ahead, DM.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're like. The different people that you get to as you're walking to more, you hear the slide of the magical door opening, and Raiden's rushing back in, and he goes, all right, this should be enough. He's holding a tiny crystal in his hand, and he goes, this is very fragile, so you can take it with you, but just know it'll probably, I don't know what form it would take in the place that you're going. It's not physical, is it? But keep in mind, it's fragile. It rushes over. It's a bluish crystal.
What?
Will we need one to get back out? A crystal. Will we need one to get back out?
A soul? Do we need a soul to get back out? Once
Like,
the portal's open,
we need a crystal to get through the portal.
we need
We need
soul
another
to
one
portal,
to get
right?
back out.
Well, since the opening that was torn by Konotash Koe lasted for the time being that the portal itself was open, I am hoping that as long as I keep it open, you won't need another soul. However, I plan to send you in with a scroll that Mnemo can use to reverse my spell just in case this one closes while you guys are on the other side, in which case you guys will need a soul then. But in this world that you're going to be in, this less than physical world, you probably won't need a container like this to hold on to souls. That is my assumption based on very little research because I've never been.
We're not taking, like, DM, we're not taking this crystal with us. This crystal's just to carry this guy's soul to the
This
other.
is yes, exactly. To be the middleman for our spell for this purpose. He steps forward. He starts to whisper a couple words. As he does so, he motions to you with your pendant, and he goes, just hold it closely, and I will bring the soul into this, and you will just let the soul naturally take to its new body. And he starts kind of waving his hands as this bluish energy kind of drifts up slowly out of the mouth and into this tiny bluish crystal, similar to what you guys have been snapping and holding on to, but daintier, and like he said, more fragile. It's very small as well. It's probably the size of a quarter. As he draws it into this tiny crystal, and it seems to be holding it a very bright spot of light, and it seems too bright almost. And he, as he's holding it, he goes, "Oh, this is trembling. All right, quickly." And he pushes Kanari's hand closer to the body, and you can see a similar bluish white energy drifting out of the mithril pendant into the body of this warlord. A pause happens. Raoden, in that pause, grabs your pendant and breaks the little crystal. He lets it snap, but it's barely any pressure. It's made out of very thin glass, it seems. Snaps the energy right into the mithril. It starts to glow again. And then you see the eyes on the body, the corpse, open. And you see the warlord himself starting to rise in like a rush movement. Looks at all of you guys. His like frazzled braided beard is like thrown out. His hair is like all thrown. He's looking at all of you. He sees you, Kanari, and he like jumps up out of the sarcophagus, and he casts Spirit Guardians.
Oh, hold on.
Or he tries to. You see him making these motions with his hands, and then he's looking around, and he doesn't have his magical casting.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
His holy symbol.
I'm not gonna kill you right now, as long as you're good. Babe.
He makes himself puts himself against the wall, so he's holding out a hand in front of you, and he's like, his hand is feeling around for something to use as a weapon. You see, he finds the weapon that's on his warlord self, and he pulls it out, and he goes, "I died.
Yup.
Definitely died.
Definitely.
Who are you?
No. He says that as he's looking at Zimmet, but then he sees the rest of you and he goes, shakes his head kind of, and he goes, you brought me back. But he looks at the body.
This is not mine. Where am I? Where is my body?
Well, your body got turned to ashes thanks to my dad, so you did that with him. You're in Raoden's palace, which is right outside where you were when you died, so you haven't gone far. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He sees the pendant and he goes, give me that.
No can do, dude. You died, you lost your privileges.
He does rush forward for it as he says it, and you pull it up out of like arm shot. This guy's actually kind of short for a warlord.
Yeah.
So your arm just hanging above is far higher, and Karhale's natural like motion forward to like aggressively get into it with this guy is enough that Otep like steps back and he kind of sizes everyone up again and recognizes being outmatched here.
How about we talk?
Talk.
That nice.
Raoden goes, well, that's lovely. Can we move this to the sitting room? We can have refreshments for everyone. I'm sure you've been thirsty for some time now, or at least your body has. Let's go.
Wait, what about the freaking ritual? How long can you just leave that up and running?
What do you speak of?
The thing he cast in the other room that we're trying to get through. It's why we came in here in the first place.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll go find it. He rushes off to go check on it. I'm about to look it up.
I was like,
It didn't last for that long.
oh no.
Okay, but he rushed into the other room, and you guys are left with him, and he's still staring at you, waiting for you guys to kind of like convince him to help you.
I mean, hey, you're Corey. We're Corey. What exactly? Yeah, you tried to help save me, so you've got to have some reason to not want me dead. So, what's that about?
I did not think. I was trying to help her.
And he motions as his eyes are kind of surprised to find Ty in your lantern that you're holding onto. She goes, oh, me. Oh, he was trying to help me, Kanari. Everything makes more sense now.
That makes a lot more sense. I didn't think he really cared all about me. That tracks.
Just because a Kori goes against the fold does not mean she should die.
And he nods to Ty and says something in their language, which you understand Kanari, but it is pretty much greetings, peace be with you, kind of in classic Kori. And she says it back again, and she goes, thank you for trying to help me and dying for it. That is kind. He goes, it is not kind, it is just... And he doesn't have another word for it. He's at a loss as he turns and moves on. He goes, what do you expect me to do for you? I will not help you defeat my people if that is what you want. So you should just kill me now and do it and get on with it.
Dude, why did I go through all the trouble of bringing you back just to kill you? Like, that's not the point here. But listen, we don't necessarily want to harm the core people. I don't. I mean, Ty is part of them. But I don't want them to unleash darkness upon the world. And I don't think you necessarily do either. I don't even think all of the Kori want that. I think they're being led by someone who is... I don't know his motivation, but he has some reason for wanting this darkness to be spread, and I doubt everyone's on board with that. Maybe we can find a way to free the Kori without causing imminent destruction to everything else.
Maybe you would be a better leader for the Kori. Carly's just like leaned up against the wall. This isn't her business, but she's
Kanari's gonna like, he's kind of weak. I mean, never mind.
He goes, I was one of many of their, I suppose you would call them foot soldiers or field workers. I would not at all be suited to leadership. But I know. It seems to me that they have no intention of caring for the other souls that they inhabit, that they co-inhabit their bodies with. And that is where our aims split. Amen deserved more, and he has more now. And I serve my people in the way they see fit. So if you wish me to betray them and help you in whatever you're doing, I doubt you are telling the truth about trying to free the Koe souls or whatever you speak of. You're just lying to me to get me to work with you. It will not work, and I will not hurt my people to benefit you.
I mean, why would I not want them to be free? What benefit do we have for keeping them trapped in other people's bodies? And
it is moot. To free them would be to send them back to the destruction. So you saying free is exactly that.
Are you not? Essentially. Didn't it work for you?
I put Amen into another body like you have apparently done to me.
Okay. We have a lot of dead bodies lying around. We could probably do that for some other people.
he just looks dumbfounded for a moment, and he goes,
you suggest you would systematically switch every Koi into an empty body, an empty living body.
I do know where we could find quite a few of those. Or we could try to fix whatever happened with Dal Qor. I mean, Ty would love to go back to her home world, so if we could figure out a way to, I'm sure she'd want that to be fixed. So if we could find a way to make that not corrupted anymore, that would be pretty cool.
He sits back, kind of just dumbfounded.
She'll say, like, you may not believe me necessarily, but you can believe one thing, and that is I want whatever it is that Ty wants, and I think Ty cares about the Kori people.
I do.
And his eyes flicker toward her.
I truly do. I don't hate my people, even if they might have hated me. I want what's best for them. But I know the council doesn't want what's best for them. And Taonde, his voice is the loudest on that council. He drowns out all other voices. No one can think differently from him.
And he kind of strikes back in Kori, and he goes, no one has as high thinking as him.
She goes, but even the most high thinking of the Kori can be wrong. We know that. You know that. We should have left when we had the chance. We waited too long.
And he doesn't argue with that.
He goes,
oh, baby. Sorry.
All right. Perhaps you may believe what you think is possible. Though I know what will be true in the end. What do you wish of me that will help this?
a
gold.
smallest here. The Kori have taken my people captive, so I would ideally like to solve that situation.
You blame Cory for what is not their fault.
Tell me how it is not.
Things you do not know.
Then tell me what I do not know. I can only operate on what I do know, and what I do know is that my people are gone. Would you not do the same to do everything you could to try to find your people?
Of course,
If I'm ignorant, educate me.
your people, if that is who they are just there roaming. They found their way there on their own. I do not know how, neither do our people. At least they did not tell me of such. We found a path there because of our connection with the blue spider. Koe has open channels to work as he sees fit, to some extent, to the benefit of our people and our goals. He found a path to this twisted version of our home because of her. And now they found what you call your people as just twisted echoes of what they might have once been, but are no longer. They are more twisted shadows than mortals of your realm. So you should not be thinking of them as your people any longer. They are nothing of the sort anymore. My condolences, but that is what happens. Most of my people are gone. It is the truth, and the truth cannot be done away with.
We're essentially fighting blind here, no pun intended, to trying to figure out what exactly it is the Kori want and how the darkness is progressing the way it is. As people who are so infected by it, you seem to probably have the most relevant knowledge about the darkness and its path, its desires, its way that it's moving through the earth, and therefore maybe you could help us find a way to banish it. I don't imagine you guys want the darkness any more than we do.
Impossible. You speak of more than any mortal could even touch upon affecting. It is more a hurricane, a sandstorm. It is weather. It is unstoppable. Even magic can, for a moment, touch a storm, part the waves, but only for a moment. You speak of something that even the gods could not stop from happening. Or rather, the gods allowed to happen in the first place.
Fortunately for me, then, I'm beholden to no gods. And
he spits on the floor.
I mean, they say that a butterfly's wings can cause a hurricane half a country over. Why could one's not be what takes to stop another?
Say that one more time.
They say that the flapping of a butterfly's wings is what causes a hurricane a continent over. Why could another butterfly not be the one to stop this one? Even small movements could have a giant effect that you know nothing of.
You think highly of yourself, mortal.
I wasn't talking about me, but okay. I just haven't given up yet.
He goes, what?
He hesitates for a moment. He seems to be searching for the right words. His eyes dart away from all of you before turning back, and he goes,
our understanding of what is happening, has happened to Dal Qor, is incomplete. That is why Koe studies it actively. And his divergence to see
and emotions toward Tai.
was perhaps a personal vendetta, or perhaps something that Day ordered him to do directly. But he, from what I understand, he acted quickly and with very little purview. Nonetheless, he does not know very much about where he is. He has been traversing it as a visitor, as an examiner, as a scientist thus far. Our understanding is limited to that it is our homeworld completely changed, fundamentally changed, and fraying. And those of us left behind, the frayed, no longer recognizable as Corey. And those who have found their way from the mortal realm, however unlikely, are the same. Changed fundamentally. Different. And too far gone to save. If you wish... No, what do you wish? What do you want from me? What is it that you think I can do?
So, the Kori are not bringing darkness here. They are also trying to stop it.
He goes, the Kori know things that cannot be stopped are better undeterred. They wish, yes, to see if there is something of our home to be salvaged. Or, barring that, salvaging the parts that they need to make another.
If they
So
can't
letting-
deter it... Oh, go ahead.
Letting the darkness tear apart this world and using it for scraps. To piece your own back together? Is that the plan?
I did not say that. And I am but a small mind of many.
You
So I'm
didn't
not
say wrong.
His eyes dart away from you, but they come back. He goes,
I do not know what the final goal is. I am but one of many who follow.
If it can't be deterred, then the next best thing would be to direct it. No? I imagine that's what they're all trying to do, is find some way to use it to save themselves and exist alongside of it.
you see before you, he's kind of, his, just by the darting eyes, by the way his stiffness, all you can tell is just genuine discomfort to this conversation. Whether it's because he thinks that you guys figured it out, or if he has the same suspicions himself but wishes it otherwise, it's hard to say. But he is discomforted by this conversation in of itself. And he goes, these are for minds higher than my own.
You would have to speak to someone who knows. I am but a follower. What the council decides is the wisest course of action. And he just kind of holds his chin up high. Ty goes, they can be wrong. I told you they can be wrong. They were wrong. And the Corey that lived know that. He just kind of turns, folding his arms, and he doesn't speak further unless prodded, I suppose.
Okay, maybe we should put a pin in this for now. We have other things we're trying to do right this second. Let's go check on Raoden, and we're gonna usher him along with us and see what's going on with Raoden.
He moves with you rather easily, submitting to your guys' authority here in this. But you sense it's more of a biding time kind of deal. Now that he's alive, his aims, his goals are at the forefront of his mind, whatever that might mean.
Actually, before we get all the way to where Raoden is, she's gonna pause, and I'm gonna mind link with Zivit and Kahale, and be like, guys, do you think we should take him to the other room, let him know that we have our own way of getting to Dal Qor, seeing as he may not be on our side fully?
I would agree. It's probably not the best idea. I do not know how, if your people can sense your kind from a great distance, how far you can communicate.
Not across planes, I don't think. But him having that knowledge, and escaping later could be interesting. But I don't know, what are we going to do? Incapacitate him right here? What are we supposed to do with him? Zimit, you have any ideas?
I am very lost. I'm kind of confused myself.
That's so fair. You did come in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Essentially, this guy's a Corey who may or may not be sort of an ally. Not really an ally, but not against us per se as well. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to figure out too with him.
You see a person bound by duty, definitely, and inherently feeling like they can't agree with something that they fundamentally would believe. So it's just someone at war with themselves currently. Sorry, Zemet, what were you saying?
So it's the whole the enemy of my enemy is my friend type deal.
Mm-hmm. Or at least
more just that. Yeah, we would like that, but he overarchingly agrees with siding with his people, but they're doing some things that he fundamentally disagrees with. So he doesn't know whether or not how that's gonna shake out. But he won't betray his people probably. So how can we use him though? Is kind of our thought.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's somewhat open to working with us, but we're trying to get through Raoden's portal to go rescue Zhen Yin and Mnemo right now, and he doesn't need to be a part of this. He's only going to complicate things.
That's true. He'll probably be more useful to you guys as a source of knowledge on things that you guys discover as you go.
Exactly. So we should leave him here. Maybe Raoden can put him back in the sarcophagus. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe Raoden can do
Wrap him up with
Raiden's in your mind. He's like, see, isn't it useful to just put people on ice for just a little bit of time? That way when you need them for information or anything,
I told you that I thought it was super cool, okay? I told you that 3 times, Raoden. Calm down. Okay. I'm gonna go ask Raoden what he thinks we should do with this guy while they're staying here with him.
Okay. You burst into the room real quick as you over there. Raoden is currently with his hand speaking words into a portal that has dwindled down to about what you see is about a plate size. As he's speaking the words a little bit frantically, you get the idea that it almost shrunk out of existence. But it is currently, he's speaking the words to pull the portal apart again. As he's speaking it, you burst in and he turns to you as he's still speaking words. He holds up a hand to kind of wave you forward. And you kind of explain to him really quick. Raoden goes, after he settles for a moment, takes a breath. Well, I do agree with you that it's probably best that he not know that you already have access to this place, but I assume you'll eventually tell him nonetheless. I would suggest we put him back in stasis for the moment. It's easy enough.
I mean, sure, it's as long as you don't. I don't want to have to kill the guy to do that.
Oh no. There's plenty of people alive in there.
About it.
I don't think you're there, Carl. I left you with him.
Oh no, you. Oh yeah, you guys are still walking down the hallway. You're on the way.
I probably had to stay with the guy
to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, sure, we can put him back in stasis. He's gonna freak out, but just tell him that we'll get him back out when we're ready for it. That'll calm him down for sure.
Raoden goes. He takes a small bead of this clearish, almost metallic-looking reflective metal, actually. So not clearish; it's more of metal. He whispers some words into it and hands it to you, and you feel this spark of energy as it touches your hand. And he goes, "Just crush it in your hand, and it'll be out like a light."
Perfect. You're the best, and she'll run back off.
He's recasting the spell to get it to hold.
She'll run up and she'll be like, "Okay, Atep, right? Yeah, we're gonna continue this conversation, but we have a really pressing thing we need to do, so we will talk about it later. Hopefully there's no hard feelings." And she's gonna crush it and put it in his face and be like, "Oh, the catch."
He's like, "Hey, and then he takes him and he falls forward. Carl, you catch this kind of pretty heavy guy over one shoulder and you pull him back up again.
Do you catch him? Okay, good.
Yeah.
We put him back in the sarcophagus, not close him in. We just lay him, so he's not just on the floor, and then cool.
Put him in there. Definitely either which way works. But once you put him in, the door of the sarcophagus, you hear the grinding of stone against stone. It's
probably for the best, actually.
Then the whole coffin kind of back into place.
Cool.
And then you walk past multiple people as you walk back up again.
This is crazy. But anyway, we'll come back. We'll unpack that as well later. So
each room has its own depths and qualities. Oh, dude, honestly, this room was one of the options that Zimmet was going to stumble upon before I was having him roll for which room he would stumble upon, right? So Zimmet, you could have walked into the room of Deferred instead. Found a lot of dead bodies or live bodies.
That would have been awesome.
Genuinely, I was hoping you would find that room. But nonetheless, you guys get back to the room that Raoden's recasting spell and it's holding open. You can see, no longer can you see the shadow of Zhen Yin in the distance. You can assume that whatever is happening on the other side has changed enough within the time that you guys have been elsewhere. But he holds it open and he goes, "As long as I'm casting, it will last. But when I stop, it has 10 minutes time to last. So I barely kept it alive when I got back in. But nonetheless, he reaches for a small dagger that's sitting on the side of the room with a crystal in its hilt. And he throws this towards you, Kanari. Kind of aggressive looking throw. Actually, it comes at you like point first, and you catch it between your fingers, and he goes, wrap the pendant around that, and it should absorb the soul within. And if my calculations are correct, that small crystal in its hilt should hold it, the soul, and should power the dagger itself. So, try that. Motions at the plane. He goes, I do not see Zhen Yin any longer, so you might need to spend time looking for him now on the other side. And I don't know what you're going to come across when you do. So if you find trouble your way, come back. I can recancel this and start again. Yes?
We have Karhale.
That is true.
Wait, what is that got to do with anything?
But unfortunately, at least my best estimate would be that your brawn, Karhale, will do you little where you go. Your weapons will do you even less.
Yeah, we won't have anything that we have on us, so you guys might be naked, honestly. Who knows?
That is a fair point. Nonetheless, good luck. Bring your friends back. And he waves a hand at the potions over that you guys have set on the counters. 42 doses, which each container actually can hold more doses than that. So there's only about 10 containers there. Go with 7. But yeah, I was like, what's a good dividable number? But he goes, definitely don't tarry. Good luck. Motions at Kanari with the dagger. As you wrap that pendant around it, you feel the dagger itself almost seem to come alive in that moment. And you hear just the tiniest whisper in the back of your mind as you're holding it, and you hear words you do not understand in Kellen.
I know Kellen.
Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed as she like says the thing.
You walk up, you raise up this soul dagger, and streak down across the film that's the barrier between you and this other place. You guys almost hear this tactile, textile, ripping sound as the dagger slices through it. And you see the threads of this material made out of soul, from what you can tell, splitting open, pulled apart as the dagger slices through. You see on the other side Karhale, Zimmet, moving shadows, active moving shadows of hulking figures. But you can't tell if Zhen Yin is among them currently. All you see is this rolling mass of purple and black in the distance.
Could I cast Pass Without a Trace?
Yes.
Could we also take a bathroom break before we jump into
That's
this?
perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Let's go ahead and pause here, and then you guys can buff yourselves with spells. Coming up soon. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
I saw Nathan.
Oh no. Okay. This is crazy. I love Raoden. He's got so much wild stuff going on for him. You're muted, dearie.
Yeah, he's fun. He's fun. And I enjoy the things that you guys discover about him slowly but surely.
And I'm like, every time I learn a new tidbit, I'm like, okay, when can we make this work for us? He's not the type to go out of his way to tell you what he has at his disposal, but if you know about it,
yeah,
he'll usually let you use it or like acquiesce to helping you with it. So
he's always holding something back. One of my I guess like a motto I have in my brain, at least for Raoden, is from Leverage, if you know. I think it's from Leverage. Is it from Leverage? Anyway, first thought is that it's from Leverage. I might be wrong. But no, it's from Kelsier in Mistborn. A quote he gives to Vin, the main character, at one point is that there's always another secret, Vin. There's always another secret. Never think that you have exhausted the depths of any human you've ever met, because there's always another secret. Anyway, so I was like, oh.
I love it.
That would make total sense.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense.
But yeah, so I hope he never... I hope you guys don't have to come full circle and kill him in the end, but who knows?
I hope not as well. I mean, because honestly, Kanari herself really has very little qualms with him and really likes him. Isabel's kind of like, he's a little bit, but Kanari loves him. But to be fair, Kanari thinks, power and strength is where it's at, and you gotta do it, you gotta fight for yourself, so.
Yeah. You're right. That was why her and Nemo related so well.
She has a very loose grasp on, there's an overarching goodness that should be pursued, mostly because of Tai. And, and so she has that. But really, she's got a lot of indoctrination still from her days at the monastery, so.
At the academy.
The academy.
Do you know what I'm referencing?
No. What is that? Is that from an anime? It sounds like an anime.
It's some Phineas and Ferb monogram. Him going, at the academy. And he'll turn to the side, and then there's this moment of sound effects as a flashback.
The guy with the mustache. Or not the mustache. Yeah, the mustache. He has a mustache.
Yeah. Monogram.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's so funny. I love that show.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
We used to work together. Telling Thomas Brody Sangster voiced Ferb.
What'd you say?
I blew Jared's mind telling him that Thomas Brody Sangster voiced Ferb.
Who's Thomas Brody Sangster?
Oh.
Have you seen Maze Runner?
He's this guy who looks like he's 12, he's 25.
Yeah. Have you seen The Artful Dodger?
I've started to watch that Dodger. It's pretty good.
I've seen clips of it.
Looking good.
Oh,
The
it's
guy that
him?
plays Dodger. Yeah, the guy that plays Dodger.
Wow. He plays Ferb, you said?
Mhm.
Wild. That's so cute. I didn't know he was so handsome.
He's finally getting to look like he's actually like in his 20s now.
Uh-huh.
He
He's
literally
almost
looks
40.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, he's old, but he does not look like it.
late 30s.
He's an elf. That's crazy. He's 40?
No, he's not 40. He's in his late 30s.
But still,
That's
like
crazy.
okay.
Got this old camera.
Yeah, 36.
That's crazy.
You have an old camera, Jared?
Hold on. Yeah, I got it at an old little antique place.
Oh, cool.
He bought a film camera.
Very cool.
Wow. That's really cool. Nathan, are you in?
Look at it.
Nathan?
Audio not coming through?
Oh,
It's,
nice.
old 1991 Canon EOS Rebel film camera.
Is my audio coming through now?
Very cool. Now we can hear you.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh. It's been bugged.
Very cool, Jared.
That is so cool, though.
And it came with extra film and all the like original stuff in the bag.
Where did you get it, Jared?
Just at an old little antique shop. They literally, I saw this, they had a bunch of like old camera parts in this jewelry container. And I was like, oh, old camera stuff. Let me see. And I saw a lens, and so I was like, oh, I could really use an extra lens. It's not the same brand, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get an adapter to see if it'll work with my camera. If it doesn't, it's fine. It's like, I got it for like $10. But then I saw the this big huge container, this whole bag sitting in there, and I was like, hey, is there a camera in there? And she was like, I ain't got no clue. So she pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, it is a camera. I'm like, that's an old camera. That's a film camera. What the heck? And then it just had extra film in it. I'm like, they were like, yeah, I think the tag said like $50, and I was like, I don't want it for 50. Like, can we negotiate on price? And she was like, yeah, let me ask real quick. And so she asked the lady, I guess, and she was like, oh yeah, no, everything in that container is like 50% off. So I was like, oh, okay. So I got the whole camera, the extra film, and then the extra lens, and then the bag for $35 total.
Ew.
And
Nice.
I have old green tea. I made it at like 2 and I forgot about it. I was like, oh, I'll drink it now. I know it was going to be cold, but it tastes like bad water.
Nice.
I won't be drinking any water.
Sorry,
Okay,
Jerry.
let's get back
Very
in this.
cool, Jared. Very neat. You'll have to hopefully get some pictures out of it. But yeah. Okay, so we are jumping
Yes. Okay.
into the scary world.
You rip a seam within this barrier made of soul. And in so doing, you unleash the wind and almost like pressure that expands out from this portal as your hair blows back, Karhale. Zimmet, your hair blows back. Kanari, none does. Just your little monk robes. Raoden's hair and robe start whipping around him as he's still speaking the words, and he waves you guys forward, and he goes, you have, how long will you be willing to keep this up? He goes, I'll give you 4 hours, and then I'll stop. And he goes, and I'll close it. And he pulls out a scroll, hands it to Zimmet, and he goes, cast that on the other side, and you should be able to recreate what I've done. Good luck.
Okay, so for us, that's like 30 minutes because it goes way faster on the outside than it is inside, right? Because based on her talk with Zhen Yin, they thought it had been like, what, a day?
That's a good point. They thought it had been a while, a little bit shorter. Yeah, it's only been a day for them. So time flies. Time is shorter there than it is in the outside world. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how that goes. Okay. Yeah. And before we step in, can I just be like, guys, we have to hide. Yes, Zimmet.
Zimmet's just over here like. Would True Sight be helpful in this situation?
I think it would definitely be helpful to you in this situation.
Ooh, okay, Zimmet, I see you. Can I be like, yeah,
that's crazy. I forgot that you guys had access to True Sight.
That's gonna be dope.
Block it.
So there's a giant tower. Don't let the tower catch you. I think there's also monsters of your own nightmares or something like that. They're also trying to catch you.
I am my own worst nightmare.
Okay, well, don't let you catch you.
Oh, that's scary. There's another meme.
And your imagination can make pretty much anything, so you have to make yourself like walls for cover and other things. So it's like Shy's tapestry. It's just like you're constantly running, constantly shifting things, which is gonna be hard for me. I don't know if I can do it or not with the blindness, but we'll see. So someone make a
So would my thought shield be helpful in this situation?
Oh, definitely, probably. You're not really sure what you're going to meet on the other side, though. So all you guys know is that everything over there, from what Ty tells you, is not physical. That might be loud. Everything over there is just not physical. So they're thinking people. Therefore, at least some of the predators that you might come across over the side will be similar to the people who are from there, you know? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, so that's pretty much what is the thought there. Anything that you guys have that can protect you magically or do something magical rather than a physical effect would be what you want to bring with you or buff yourself with ahead of time. If you have any potions that would up your wisdom, stuff like that, might also be a good option.
I have tea. We could take tea.
Tea shots. That's a good idea. Why are you pulling out a kettle now, Kanari?
I have a potion.
Just chew the tea leaf. Just chew the tea leaf.
I have a potion of deception.
A potion of what?
Deception.
Oh.
Disgrace.
That's interesting.
I have a couple healing potions.
Anything that you guys have in potion will have to be taken now before you get it.
Yeah.
That is your understanding so far. Kanari's understanding based on what she's experienced with Zhen Yin and Mnemo.
Yeah, Kanari will make people the wisdom potion. The one that gives you advantage on wisdom. What is it? Advantage on wisdom checks or saves?
I believe, which tea is it? You're just saying the one that affects wisdom in general.
I'm looking it up. Hold on. What'd you say?
I can pull it up too. Let's look at your herbs potions, and she's at the bottom. Common drinks, tea.
Titties. Oh, sorry. Flower tea can give you advantage on wisdom saving throws for the next hour.
Yes.
So she'll give Karhale and Zimmet. I guess just us three right now. She'll give you two because I already have advantage. So you guys get advantage on wisdom saving throws for the next hour. So
that's amazing. Everyone drinks, and make sure to keep that buff in mind as you guys move forward. Who goes in first?
I'll step in first.
Why would you step in first?
Wait, can I not step in first?
He has true sight. That's not a bad idea.
Okay, all right. I guess it's fair. I just think you're squishy, but yes, you do have true sight.
Anyways, I started blasting.
Right.
What? What?
Did
Liz?
pass without a trace, and he is
Yes.
in my vicinity.
Amazing.
I don't need to cast this before I go in there, right?
You can do magical things there theoretically. It's just
Nemo says he could cast magic, but there's nothing physical there. So just keep in mind, if you guys have magical stuff that is of a physical nature, so something like fireball, there's not oxygen there to work with fireball. So
That's
it won't.
wild.
So then that means words wouldn't work.
Well, words are also thought. So your thought can work as words.
But
You're
would that mean that verbal components wouldn't work?
Well, it's more like
Jared, just suspend your disbelief a little.
Well, I would
You
say
know.
since you can still think it still works. Granted, you need more than that in the real world for according to D&D. So I guess suspend disbelief a little bit maybe. But since communication there is telepathic in nature, because there's no air for it to bounce off of,
Look, I'm
then it
asking
would be the
questions.
same difference in thought.
I'm asking questions, Aaron. Chill.
It's all good. I would say somatic and material components become moot. You can just cast things here.
That I can give us all true sight going in.
What does giving me true sight look like?
That's funny.
You gain eyes.
I have eyes. They just don't work right.
Yeah,
You're the Doctor Strange third eye.
That's so funny.
No, honestly, true sight is going to be in clutch, Jared. I think this is going to be dope. Dope.
Okay. Do you cast this on everyone?
So it'd be three of us. So, yeah. I think I will, because then I can gain a spell slot back. So I'm gonna do that. Cast it 3 times. It's an action each time.
Uh-huh.
And then I have it's part of my city secret or my urchin background that I believe I can regain a spell slot 1 per long action. Or
I
long,
don't think it's
long
urchin
rest.
background, but I do believe that you have that ability.
Yeah, I don't
Like
remember.
arcane recovery or something like
There's
that.
something like that.
Yeah, but I think it's the warlock one where you can recover one.
But I'm gonna do that to gain 1 back.
Yeah. Okay. So, Zimit, how long does True Seeing last?
Let's see here.
Is this the 6th level one?
1 hour.
Good amount of time. Okay. So you cast it on them. Anyone else? Any other buffs? You take the T. You have pass without a trace.
I think that's what we're going with right now.
Okay.
I can also do clairvoyance, but
Wait,
Clairvoyance is probably something you'll want to do when you're there. You won't be able to do it through the door like this.
what'd you say, Aaron?
I was just look at everybody contributing to the group. Good job, everybody. Everybody did something.
and
Teamwork.
then there's Nemo.
And with that, Zimit steps forward first? Question mark?
We step in together.
It's a pretty wide door. That is quite possible.
I'm a small guy.
As you guys press just first a foot, then your shoulders, then your head through, all of you guys feel enveloped in a cooling sensation like water. And then you feel the sensation of
something pulling against your skin, tugging against your skin, almost like seaweed in that water. This material that's just pulling across you in separate strips until finally you pull through to the other side and you shake off what seem to be glowing strands. You step foot on a rolling mass of sand that looks to be made of little bits of black. You're not sure what substance. As you step down, you see yourself flickering in and out of existence, all of you, until finally you solidify with what you were wearing before. You're flickering between different versions of yourself. Kanari, you see yourself, you actually see in this moment, you see the rolling tides of black, this rolling hills. And now, instead of a mass of the sea, a mass of an ocean, it looks more like hills of sand, just rolling dunes of black. You see out into the distance, crackling purplish energy in the sky, almost like clouds, but they're not clouds. They don't form like that. It's just this purplish to orange to bluish lights in what seems to be upwards. But as you look down, you see different images changing and shifting like the tide. You see a building in the distance seeming to move from where you're standing. But then you realize that sand rolling below you is shifting with you on it. And at the same time, the sand below you seems to shift away from your feet, but you're actually floating there in space. Until you realize that, and then you sink back down into the ground. Karhali, you see yourself flicker between a younger you with smaller hands and small, tiny, barely there crystals in your arms, into the sharpened crystals of you back and tall when you hadn't shaved them down yet. And then to shaving them down. Back and forth between different versions of yourself at different ages. You see blood in your hands and then you don't. Zimit, same thing for you. You are also the young child that was thrown down into the well, as well as the pasticho. And you see flickering in and out of your hand a mask that you wear when you attack. And Kadari, you just flicker in feeling. The feeling of your body seems to feel full of muscle and then burned to a crisp under the sun. And then cold under darkness. You're shifting between different times that your body has lived through and different struggles of your life, but it's less the visual as it is the feeling of those moments. All of you see a shifting horizon before you. You see, actually, roll me a d6 Zenit. 2. Okay. Incidentally, what I was the initial thought I had. You are standing. You look in front of you and you see a mountain that comes to a pointed peak. You see a flat plain to the right of it. But everything seems to be shifting and moving counterclockwise. As you're looking at this mountain, it seems to be moving to the left just a little bit.
Can I tell that? Are we in the way of this mountain as it's rotating around? I'm guessing.
I would say, based on how far away it looks, you would be surprised if you were in its path as it's churning.
Okay. That would have been crazy.
Do I see the tower that's floating around?
You see, yes, on the horizon, you see a tower that's pointed down.
you see a tower. Actually, I'm going to roll for that myself.
This is just local. Season 2.
Actually, you see above yourself, weirdly close to yourself, a tower that is also churning and moving, that is reaching down to you, almost like it's yearning to touch wherever you are, the rolling mass of dunes here. But this tower that's reaching down towards you, it's still 1,000 feet up, but as you look around and try to find where this tower was mentioned to be, it is currently right above you, pointed down at you guys.
Does it have a clock face?
It does not.
And does our true sight see anything different from what I was seeing in her dream?
The true sight, yes. So, along with all of this baseline, what you guys are seeing with your natural senses, you can see threads themselves woven over top and under. You see, so you see the warp and weft below you. This trail of threads that are woven together. Below you, the shifting sand itself is not actually sand at all. Instead, it's different knots of dispersed, broken off threads, rolled down into tiny bits, just all over. You can tell that all of this is made of the same energy that the realm itself is made out of as you're standing on it. You can see through the outward images of everything. The mountain itself is made of threads that rise up into the shape and then cave down. You see images of buildings in the distance to your left, very, very 90 degrees to your left, of a city, of a town itself, of different buildings that are of a different make from what you're familiar with. The tower itself, everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I suck at these.
And the luck has run out.
3.
3. You said 2, Carholly?
I rolled a 2, so that would be
Just get
3.
worse. Hey, let's go.
I got a
Together
25.
A 25.
Yes.
Okay, so Kanari with true sight, you can tell that the tower above you is made of the interwoven threads themselves, yes. But by comparison between this, what you're standing on, this landmass of threads woven into an image, into this existing place, above you, that tower that's reaching down is of a finer craft. My timer's gone off, which means everything shifts. You feel this pulse of energy, and you feel a ripple in the threads themselves. You can see them all just almost as though the threads were lifted and shifted down, being beaten by the comb to push them into place. As ripples within the threads shift and you guys are moved, everybody go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, not
Correction.
wisdom.
As you guys are here, Constitution saving throws are now Charisma saving throws. So make me
Charisma!
thread ripple below you and the threads around you ripple. You realize with your true sight that you are made of threads too. And every time the tapestry churns, every time the threads are beaten, you are also. So
Not
I'm so
wisdom?
Charisma's way better. Charisma's way better.
you guys find that yourselves, your sense of self, the threads themselves, all of you looking down and seeing, I'm not me. I'm just threads. I'm just bits and pieces of energy and molecules, and you almost don't feel your sense of self anymore, and you see the threads themselves starting to separate. But then you feel that you're losing yourself, your soul in that. If your threads just separate and fray and dwindle and unravel, you will too. Instead, you guys all grasp onto your sense of selves, and the threads pull taut. What is your rolls? Constitution save. Your charisma saving throws.
That's awful, DM, that it's a charisma, but I got a 16 for my first roll, so...
I did
Okay.
too, and I rolled bad.
I got
I
Kanari,
rolled really well for me.
pull in tight, and your vision of yourself, your essence, you keep sight of who you are. You push that over the sense of beyond, the sense of the threads that you're now noticing. Karhale, what was your roll? 14. You're still okay. You pull those threads in and you cinch everything up to where your body is contained. Your sense of self is still intact. Kanari, question. Decide now. Did Ty come with you or did you leave her behind?
What would Ty have wanted? If I had asked
She would
her?
have wanted to come with you.
Oh, gosh.
Kanari, let me help you. And
But
it's
what
my home.
What if you get captured? What if something bad happens to you there? I can't do much.
And she would have responded, well, at least I'd be home.
Oh, Ty. Can you make her do a persuasion check? Because Kanari thinks this is a terrible idea.
That's unhelpful. That's only a 12.
Okay, I don't even know what I'd be rolling against that, but
Another note. Everyone will have to pull out a little sheet of paper for notes for this.
okay.
Continuing forward. Every time you guys are doing something physical, there's going to be a metaphysical transition of stats. So, as you guys try to move forward, you can't. But then you think harder about trying to do it, and then you do. Your speed is now dependent on your intelligence.
Guys, I'm so slow.
Move will be how fast you can move here.
What is your
So everybody go ahead and write down the number that's 10 times your intelligence modifier.
Oh.
what if it's a
If
0?
it's 0, it'll be base 10.
0.
You said 1?
What it,
1 or
no,
0 will be base 10.
Elizabeth, -1.
Oh crap. Okay, so I will say so
Just
for
be 5.
0 and above, that'll be 10.
I'm a
Below
barbarian.
that, we're just gonna take the number that is your strength, your intelligence score. What is your intelligence score?
8.
8 feet of movement. Unfortunate.
Barbarian, guys.
That's you. That's on you. That's on you.
Does wisdom help with anything here? I mean, you think wisdom would be
Wisdom.
helpful here.
Wisdom, as you start moving again, Kanari, and you realize, okay, so your speeds, what are your guys' speeds? I'll write them down too.
10.
Got it.
20.
Feet 20. Okay. And then
My speed is 8.
Wisdom counts as your strength here. Your
Oh.
intelligence is how fast and quick you move, how fast your thoughts fly. How powerful your thoughts are is based on wisdom. So
Well, that
You-
sucks.
every time you make an unarmed attack, it will be your wisdom as your base instead of strength or dexterity.
Well, as far as stats go, guys,
Anything that would be con related will be charisma saving throws. In this sense, your sense of self, etc.
This is a terrible world for us.
Unfortunately.
Mediocre.
Guys.
Mediocre.
It seems as you guys step through, Kanari, did you bring Ty or did
Oh
you not?
gosh, I know. Okay. What would Kanari do? Ty did not roll that well. I want to bring her, but
It's up to you. You don't have to leave it to a roll for Kanari.
I know.
Is there an animal with a higher intelligence than me?
Yes. I think the eagle. Oh no! Wait. I think the eagle's equal. I think the eagle's an 8. Eagle's an 8.
I'm trying to decide if Kanari's fear would outrule.
When you wild shape, though, you
What?
keep your intelligence score.
What? I don't know what you said, Nathan. I'm trying to decide if Kanari's fear would outrule her desire to let Ty do what Ty wants, and I don't know.
I googled high intelligence animals and I pulled up a Reddit thread and it says, are there beasts with more than a 4 intelligence score? The first comment says elves mostly.
Nice.
And
Okay,
someone said, that's racist.
that's wild.
That's funny.
I'm gonna bring her with me, I think.
Okay.
But I hope, oh gosh, this is, I don't know.
So as you step through, you see that the objects that you guys all have fade away into existence. The only thing that sticks around is Kanari's sword.
You
Again,
screw you. Screw
My dark
you.
sword? My dark sword? I wondered if it would. I'm not gonna lie, but I wasn't sure. So, oh
the only
boy.
thing. And then when Ty is pulled through, the lantern has fallen away. The lantern no longer exists here. So it's just her as you walk through. And you see the small spindle creature that she is, made out of threads itself, seems to take on a new form, familiar to you guys. A form of hers that was reflective of your time on the astral plane, her view of herself, her true self, as a small creature made out of glowing light, purple and blue and reds and rose and decoration and long flowing hair, and tiny little antlers rise up in front of her and her glowing little purple eyes. And she kind of settles out, spreading her arms, and she goes, she breathes in. And she coughs, and you see this black, purplish splatter on the ground, on the rolling threads below her. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
Right back out.
Yeah, I know.
No. No, I'm okay. I'm fine. It's just there's something in it's thick and cloying. But it's okay. It's like there's something in the air. It's like standing over a campfire. It's just a little thick. It's okay. I'll be fine.
Can I insight check? I want to see if she's lying. If she's being
Roll an insight check.
I think she's lying to me because natural 20.
That is really good. She got pretty high too. So, but you can. So she goes, it's fine. I'm fine. She does. There is concern there, but determination to be fine at the same time. So she's like, she doesn't know if this is okay or not. It is bad news that her world is like this, but it is like this as it is. So her determination is like superseding any concern that she might have here. But yeah, she is in general not sure if she's lying or not about saying it's fine.
Does she seem like she's okay? Like she's, I don't know.
Yeah, she sounds like she's wheezing, like an allergic person stepping into a room with a cat in it.
But not like she's
Channeling
gonna
myself.
A little asthma.
deteriorate or something.
She is not. There's that moment of her threads spreading out, like it's trying to tear her apart here, especially as she comes in right at the end of the shift. But as but then she pulls tight on her sense of self as well, and she is okay. She probably pulls herself together better than Karhale does, as you see.
Okay. Oh boy. I hate this. This is bad.
What it sucks for you guys? I think it sucks the most for me.
Well, yes,
You at
probably.
least have your sword.
Kanari is going to imagine that she's got a baby carrier strapped to the front of her chest and put Ty in it. Not letting Ty run around without her, though.
As you think that thought, you do have this contraption that appears on your chest. Yeah, and you beckon her over and she goes, okay.
She's like, otherwise, back through the portal.
Okay, I'll do it. And you can set her inside. She is this glowing beacon of light in comparison to the realm around you. All of you truly are untainted as you are from this place, and everything here is tainted. With your true sight, you can see all the threads that are spread out beyond the beautiful colors of different types of reality, fate, time. You can almost tell them all separately, if not directly knowing which are which, but you can see these different colors. All of them are tainted black and grayed, desaturated from what they should be. And as you guys are here, you also see moving figures in the distance, smaller, not just the land masses that are shifting. And you see people, figures of creatures moving about in the darkness and beyond. And this darkness isn't complete. It's not something where it's like your dark vision matters here. You can actually see very, very far. It's just everything is in shades of black and purple and black and blue. So it's hard to tell things apart because of that rather than the light, which there is no source of light here.
Let us down.
Okay.
You're muted. Isabel, you're muted.
I am muted. I'm like, thank you. Did you finish describing the tower that we saw with our true sight? You said it's of a finer make, but I don't think you said anything else about it.
Oh, it's of a finer make, and you can tell that there is, with true sight, you can tell that it is of a finer make. It's of a different make than here. Kanari, I would say you only are able to tell this, one, because of the high roll, but two, because of Ty and your relationship to her. You know that there's a sort of style that every Kori might have, in theory, in weaving dreams and weaving anything. You would assume that this is just a different style. Whoever wove this area did not weave that tower. Ty beside you, she goes, this is wrong. but it's home. You're right, Kanari. It's not different. Or I guess Nemo was right. It's not that different, I guess.
Dang right he was.
Tapestry. Actually, with that, Nemo, give me a perception check if you see the new additions to this enclosed space.
Maybe Zhen Yin should as well, because Nemo rolls crap.
Have some faith.
So we can like,
Zhen Yin can feel the soul tether tug as Kanari. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be nice for us if we could, though.
Woohoo.
think of something and it's there, right?
Pretty much.
Yes.
So couldn't we hypothetically think of a doorway that would lead us to them?
It's more like you can change the physical surroundings around you. So you
Think
can
of
build.
in Minecraft open world creative mode.
You could try it though and see what the DM says. I
I
don't know.
mean, I'm just saying, in Minecraft, you
You'll
can
remember.
build a portal and it takes you to different places.
But do you have a obsidian blocks and a flint and steel?
I can
That's
think
what-
of it.
You don't have those ingredients
I can
yet.
think
You'll
of
have
it.
to look for them.
My roll is a 6.
Oh, a 6.
Welcome back, Nemo.
What did I say?
You know, I tried to have faith in you, and this is what you do.
A 6 means Nemo does not see at all, but Nemo, next to you, you do feel Zhen Yin like whack you with his elbow a little harshly, but it's actually just his thought like brushing against yours. He goes, there, across. And he motions to a small pinprick of light in the distance, this spark that lights up and then settles down, and he goes, that must be them. We were just there. We were just there hours ago. Not hours ago. What am I saying? Minutes ago. The shift would have separated you guys. You guys are currently near the temple, or at least what you've discovered to be a temple.
Yeah.
But behind you, there's
Can we make it though?
town is.
What's that?
You were previously behind in the small town, but now with the shift, you guys are now another section away from that.
Yeah.
3 sections from them, almost fully across the whole expanse.
Can we make it over there without being seen by him?
I don't know. I don't move quickly here.
How fast do you move, Nemo?
It's intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I move at 8 feet per second.
I always forget that you did pick up intelligence because I expected you to. And yes, that's right.
Shouldn't you be smarter?
Literally.
Why are you asking the barbarian in a role?
Because he has a learning disability, okay? And it's a real problem, and I will not be shamed.
Nemo illiterate?
I am, yes, he is.
He's semi-literate. He is barely. He's
defense that
he knows his sight words. Okay, he knows his sight words.
He has basically brute forced the magical incantations and words in a way that he can recite certain things, but he cannot read at all. Like if he sees anything that is new,
just pictures.
literally, yeah, he has drawings. Like he can recognize, he is familiar with certain words because he is so used to. He would basically copy any spell. He would see it and he would just copy the thing that was written there. And so if it's basically like seeing a picture to him.
Like
any word that he exactly. So there, yeah, kind of, except even worse. Basically, if there's a spell that he's never seen written out or described, there's no way he'd be able to actually recognize it. But he is just, anyway.
So Nemo has 8 feet of movement. Zimmet has 20. Karhale has 8, right? 8?
Yep.
Rough 8. And then Kanari has 10, right? Rough. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
With that in mind, keep in mind that as you guys, everyone has unarmed attacks as of now. No one has any physical weapons on them unless you can find something that is of the nature of this place to use and wield.
Could you mentally make a weapon and craft, like, you know what I mean? Like, make
That's
one.
what I was about to ask.
So, you guys look down and you think and you create a sword in your hand, Kanari, something similar to what you would feel from your weapons back in the real world. And you feel this as you lift it. It does not have the same weight and effect as Jianyi Lu that's still on your back. And yet, it does feel real in this moment. And you can, in theory, make an attack with it. You'll have to see what happens when you do.
Ooh. I want to make like a hybrid between my old hammer and my axe.
Okay.
Just for funsies.
It falls into your hand as it is created out of thin air. You have an axe / axe.
Is this like Thor's weapon thingy?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but more of it's got like a two-handed grip with a longer
So like Storm. So like
Hashtag
Stormbreaker.
Marvel Limited Corporation.
Huh?
Oh, I was just giving Marvel its credits so we don't get taken down.
So it's
well,
like Stormbreaker.
Good job.
Her axe's name is Earthshaker.
All right.
Okay. Does anyone else pre-think weapons here?
Can I pre-think my rod?
Yeah. You pre-think rod that appears in your hand.
My rod of the pack keeper, is that possible?
You imagine the exact form of that weapon, and it appears
about your rod.
I was holding myself back from saying it, but okay. Yeah, it appears in front of you, and you grab it. You have a staff with you now,
Okay.
and you guys
Not a fancy one.
roll me perception checks as you guys move forward.
We're moving stealthily.
Inari?
I'm not.
You do not have the benefits of your blindness. So you do not have advantage on perception checks any longer. Not here, at least.
Yeah, you have the true blind sight now.
Does True Sight give you advantage on anything? Like, I don't think so.
Not in this. It just gives you access to seeing more, pretty much.
Sure.
As you-
All of you are shy now, basically.
Like, you guys can see the shadows of other threads and forms of other masses in the distance. Like, every time the light flashes throughout the sky of the threads that are just swirling above you, you see, like, outlines of different, almost like buildings, maybe shadows of buildings, similar to this tower that's reaching down.
Are we naked?
You guys initially like flicker between being like naked and different clothing that you wear normally. So like you're flickering between images of yourself. It depends on what you think of as yourself.
You can imagine yourself dressed, clothed.
I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
Can I imagine Karhale in a ball gown? No, I'm just kidding. Can I imagine Zimit in a ball gown? No.
Now that's an interesting thought, actually. Kanari, you attempt to imprint your own image on Karhale. Roll me a charisma check, and Karhale, roll me a charisma check.
Check?
Whose impression and sense of their surroundings will win out? This is a good precedent to set.
I got a 6.
I kind of want to do.
Two.
So what we
Go ahead.
So Zimit's image is now on them, so that's what they see.
Wait, you were trying this too? Wait, what is your image that Zimit? What number did you roll?
Oh, I didn't roll. I was just being funny. I just thought with them both rolling a 6.
Baseline is accurate. Baseline would be accurate though. Karhale, Kanari, you both see like a compromise within your both of your visions. It's not quite perfectly yours, Kanari, not quite perfectly Karhale's, which is very odd for the both of you. But you guys understand now that other people can affect your imagery.
Okay.
What were you imagining, you perv?
Is not static.
I thought you wanted to be like the prettiest princess of the party. So, in a ball.
I think it's Karhale's usual like tribal outfit, but there's like some really random ruffles thrown in there.
Yeah, some ribbons, some ruffles. Yeah. Okay, we gotta focus, guys. So I got a 19 for perception, DM.
19 for perception, got it. With a 19, you from here, I think you catch the scent in a direction. You catch
We do smell pretty rad.
well, rather than an actual scent, you just feel Zhen Yin's essence in the distance. So
soul bond tugs. That's
yeah,
what I'm telling
you can see even with your true sight this thread tether reaching out in that distance. I don't know why I had to roll. That's a factor.
Oh, I wondered if you could. You can see the
the direction that he's in. So it feels like the Greek myth of the thread that's just going off into the distance.
Yeah.
And all you do is follow the thread.
Oh, guys, we just gotta follow the thread, but be quiet, be careful. So yeah, we're moving stealthily, throwing up tunnel or like walls and trees and like
currently bushes around us. We are like a clump of 3 bushes moving together. And there's Mission Impossible music playing in the background.
Nice. Roll me your stealth checks. A side note, the shift shifted your surroundings. You guys stayed static, but the moving of the grounds is happening actively. So as you guys move with it, it's still moving. It's like space. It's not a static staying put thing. You have to keep moving to make any change to your surroundings. So as you guys move, that's a good point.
Did we have Fast Without a Trace?
And what stat are we rolling?
Oh yeah, what are we? It's not stealth. Is it stealth?
Not dex.
Or is it? What is it?
You guys are going to be rolling intelligence for stealth. So just think of it this way. It's dex. Everything dex is intelligence, the speed of your thoughts. Everything strength is wisdom. It's using your mind to do things actively is strength. Willpower, yeah. And then charisma is your sense of self and the tangible essence of your body and like trying to keep yourself together and stuff. So everything that's going to affect you physically will be your charisma.
You're nerfing my character, DM.
I know. I'm going to nerf it further. As you guys are moving in the direction of the thread, you realize you are not moving at all. The shifting sands themselves, as you guys start thinking in the direction that you guys are going, you're not moving fast enough to keep up with the ground. It's moving at the same direction, in the same direction, at a faster rate than you are. You're actually getting further behind.
Like a treadmill.
Kind of. Like you guys drift backwards almost like 20 feet as you guys start moving.
Does
You guys are creeping.
Wapiti help with this?
Wapiti? You feel no such presence here.
Dang it! You're nerfing my character list!
Can we think of flying brooms?
Unfortunately, though, Karhale, the main reason you don't feel him, because, I mean, their presence is kind of with you, but not really. You're not on Earth. You're not on Earth. Yeah, you're not on land.
Earth?
I think of flying carpet.
Flying carpet?
Sure, let's try it out. Let's see if it works.
Okay. You think of a carpet that lifts off the ground and can move on its own. You think it. It appears in front of you. Do you wish to step on?
Yes.
Okay. As you do so, you think of it moving in a direction, right? Think of it moving towards the direction you guys are trying to go. You start thinking it, and it moves at the same rate you do.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's just according to your own thoughts, unfortunately.
I wanted to go zoomies.
You think of it in terms of zoomies, but it doesn't go faster. Your thoughts can only imagine so quickly.
Guys, zoomies.
Zoom. It's hovering on this carpet. You guys get the idea.
I'm going faster.
You see Zimmit with his goggles on, his hair's being whipped back. He's holding on for dear life to this thing, and he just pans to the side, and it's just Kanari walking at a normal pace.
Yeah, well, honestly, Zimmit's walking faster than Kanari and Karhale.
Yeah.
They're falling behind him, and it kind of looks like you're.
It is faster.
This is so bad, guys. I hate
At the same time, you see in the distance the mountains moving to your left as you guys are moving forward.
Can we just think of like I'm gonna think of a door that would lead me to where they are at, where Nemo and goodness, another guy.
You think of a door.
And I read Jezrien and I'm like, that's not right.
You rush up to the door, you open the door, and the door opens still into blackness. Into this, you can step out into it though.
But wouldn't it have been so funny if it worked?
Yes, it would have been funny.
It goes
You don't
in the
know.
blackness.
It goes
Do you want to
somewhere.
step into it?
Can I like stick my
Can
hand
I
in?
hold him by the scruff of his neck and stick his head in?
Wouldn't it be better if I stuck my hand in first, like, you know, rather than my head?
But you cannot see with your hands.
Roll me, Zimit. Roll me a wisdom check.
Is this like
With
a
your
wisdom
advantage
saving
on.
throw?
No.
Oh,
this is a
never mind.
wisdom check.
You do not have advantage on that.
It's a 13.
A 13. You stick your hand through, and nothing seems to happen. Your hand feels the same as the rest of your body on the outside of it. Do you put the rest of you in?
Gosh.
We're holding on to him, like
I'm going in.
his legs.
Okay. Yeah, you put your head in.
You are decapitated.
Woohoo, Nemo!
You
Makes
put
him
your head
loud.
and instead of being where you are currently, you are in a different location. You stick your head in. You see a different location. However, you pop your head back out again and you look at where you guys are walking currently. You stick your head back in. It looks like you're maybe about 200 feet forward.
Guys, we're moving in the right direction.
That's actually way better, though.
Yeah.
Let's just keep
We
doing
should keep
this.
doing this.
And you just see Zimit just slap off her hand and falls forward into the.
Or you could walk like a normal person, and I walk after him.
You guys, Zimit steps through. Karhale Kanari, as you're imagining what Zimit's described to you, roll me wisdom check.
I wish it's charisma.
I like wisdom better.
I like charisma better.
Yeah. 18.
An 18. Okay. And then Karhale?
Oh wait, no. Sorry. 14. I forgot. It's not. Never mind. Wisdom. Just straight wisdom. 14.
14. Okay. And then what did you say? 0?
3?
Oh, 3. I was like, soon? Sign language? 3, got it. Unfortunate. Karhale, you look in, you are, it's further back behind you as you step through. No! So, a good 200 feet back.
Oh!
Feet backwards. You're still within the same within the same area that you were before. So you're still where the buildings had been around you guys before. When the shift happened and the ripples of the threads and everything shifted, it did move you guys. It moved below you and shifted places that you guys were at. You are now in the battlefield. So the battlefield does not change, and you can see around you what look to be like armor on sticks, bodies laying out, but they're just forms, like shadows of those images. They're not full color. It's just like you're standing in a holographic image of a battlefield, in essence. All around you, there's flags that are just like waving in the air by a non-existent breeze. There's weaponry. There's trebuchets at a distance. There's catapults nearby. There's horses that are laying down, and some horses that are standing and soundlessly nickering in the distance. But you are here alone as they have progressed further than you, off in the distance. You can actually see them, pinpricks of light in the distance here. All ahead of you, and the door next to you still there. It didn't shut down necessarily. Zimit, as you step out 200 feet like you'd seen, but no one follows you because now Kanari, you're 200 feet in front of him. closer on that path that you guys were trying to take.
We got the same score. Dang it.
Although here, Kanari, you sense a closeness. You sense Zhen Yin closer to you. He's more at hand here. Wherever you are, you've made it closer. Nemo, in answer to your question, you have, and you guys are making quicker time.
I saw it, yeah.
At this point, I would say it's close. It's still far away.
Did we see if there was, because we're still being hunted, did we dare go out?
I would say yes, just to wrangle them before something happens.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And with that, Karhale, do you step back through? What do you do?
Can I take just like a cursory glance over the battlefield?
Of course.
To try to get a bead on like what this all is here?
Yeah. You can either roll me a history check or an insight check. The insight check will just give you what you're seeing in general, maybe more detail to it. A history check will give you harder facts about what you're seeing, because there's symbols that are on some of these bodies, some of the warfare stuff.
Okay. Insight would be 21.
21. With a 21, it looks to be this was a massacre. Complete massacre. And from what you can tell, it seems like the massacre was of a magical origin. Hard to say beyond that. It looks less like they were beaten to death by better warriors than it does that they were blown up by magical means or tossed aside or cast down with no damage. Stuff like that. It doesn't look like a battlefield that was waged against another people. It looks like a battlefield waged against... Against what? Something beyond your ability to ascertain.
They all tried to face and double-cross Nemo.
Okay. I'll go back through the door. See if I can try this again. Maybe I did it wrong the first time.
You end up back where you were, and you see ahead of you the pinpricks of light that represent Kanari and Zimit, about 200 to 400 feet in front of you. Zimit's like waving back at you, like, what's going on, or whatever, but the door is still there, so you guys can all step through again.
Yeah, I'll step through the door again.
You go back to the battlefield.
You need to make a new door, I think, at this point.
Oh, sorry. No. You made it back to where you were currently. You're just still 200 feet back from where Zimit ended up and Kanari ended up.
So does she need to make a new door to try to catch up to us?
Yeah, she could try. She could
Like
totally do that.
Monsters Inc. You just have to try them until you find a good one.
Yeah, I want to try to make a door to Kanari, who I can see, and I think that would be easier.
Yeah, that might be easy. Go for it. Roll that. Instead of the kind of the vague distance that you guys were trying to go, this being more concrete is easier to do. Okay, so you are able to kind of make a door and step through it. Go ahead and roll with a +2 to your roll. This is a little bit easier.
And it would be wisdom, just a straight wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yay. It's coming back now. 22.
22. Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Well, your goal here was very specific. It puts you right on top of Kanari. As your door forms, it looks kind of like the door to your mom's home back in Fort Akari. But you open that door, step through, and Kanari's immediately right in front of your face. You weren't expecting, because it's just a dark blackness.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Personal space, woman.
Sorry. This worked better than last time. Can you sense them at all?
Yeah, they're not far. They're pretty close.
Okay.
Zimmy needs to hurry up.
I'm gonna try to make a door.
Okay, roll me another wisdom check. Are you trying to get to where they're at or further?
Where they're at.
Okay, it's about 200 feet in front of you. You guys are kind of doing this like long jump, long jump, long jump kind of feel here. Roll that dice.
That's a wait. It's wisdom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 4.
A 4. Okay. Unfortunately, that puts you back again. So, okay. So one thing, Nemo and Zhen Yin, you guys are discovering this currently. So it is actively knowledge you'll all know. Here, using this jumping technique is a possibility, but it depends on how well you can do it. That's the only thing. So it can be
work as long as you don't suck at it.
Hard to pinpoint, yeah. So if you're bad at it, it's not helpful to you. If you're good at it, it's great. The thing is, be equal in being bad at it. So they really haven't been using this technique from what they've experienced with it, but it is possible.
No, we just didn't want to embarrass them, so we didn't use it.
Yeah. I would say just because you guys have been running from something, it's better to know where you are and where you will be rather than throwing yourself into a distance that you might not know.
Yeah,
especially this cast Zimmet back once again. And Zimmet, you're cast back about 300 feet this time. You're right at the barrier, right at the edge of what looks to be a battlefield behind you. And before you, what looks to be some sort of town, just small buildings, houses that are masses made within the shadows of this plain, whatever this place is. You can see the buildings in front of you and your friends on the other side of them, right at the edge of the next spot section part of this place. You can make another door if you wish to, but here you sense a shift again. Everyone, actually,
I don't know if my wisdom is a
I have about. Oh, sorry. Good, wasn't it?
Oh, I was just gonna say my wisdom's the -1, so it's gonna be hard for me to get over.
Not good for you. I have about 5 minutes. So I probably need to get off for dinner. So.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Time has flown by.
I know. Okay, so Zimmet, roll me a. What were your guys' stealth checks before? I actually didn't write them down. My bad.
We do have pass without a trace, right?
Yes, you do.
That's an extra 10.
Yes. Plus your intelligence. So not your plus your stealth, plus your intelligence. Unfortunately.
If I'm proficient, would that just mean I would just add my proficiency bonus?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Anyone who's proficient in the relevant abilities will use their same proficiencies.
Oh, so I have a +6.
However, the base stat itself just changes. So don't worry about stealth. If you're proficient in it, you still get the plus. It's just changed to intelligence as the base.
I got a 29.
Woo! 29. Great. Okay. So Zimmet, Karhali, what did you get?
26.
I got a 23. Oh.
Okay. And then Nemo, go ahead and roll me a base one as well. And I'll roll for Zhen Yin.
Okay. So this was stealth, correct?
Yes.
I'm using my intelligence modifier instead of my stealth modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you can add your proficiency bonus if you're proficient.
16.
A 16. Got it.
16.
Okay. So Nemo, Zhen Yin, as far as you guys can tell, it wasn't near you guys where you guys, because you guys moved away from it initially. You guys had run. and you guys had used the kind of questionable way to get away, because it doesn't matter if you go elsewhere from where you're intending to go, as long as you go away from here when it's after you. So you guys shifted where your location was. But Zimmet, unfortunately, back where they were, you see this large hulking creature dragging what sounds like chains, which doesn't make sense because the sound shouldn't be traveling like that over the sands. It shouldn't sound like that. Instead, it just sounds like chain against stone, clanging, as you see this giant creature with horns rising up out of it, dragging these chains and walking in the direction that you guys are moving in.
Towards where Kanari and Karhala are going?
Mm-hmm. But it bypasses you, Zimmet, because it doesn't notice you. You seem to shrink your threads with the way your thoughts are moving. You seem to shrink your threads, make your presence lesser. Part of that is the magic of Karhala, as you sink into the shadows of the rolling darkness below you. It doesn't notice you, but it's moving faster than you are in the direction you're going.
I'm trying to think if this would be a good thing to do or not.
I need to go check on my rice. I don't want it to burn. I'll be right back.
No worries.
I mean, we're about to get off, but I'll be right back.
Okay. And with that, let's see. Zimmet,
Never mind.
you see this creature. Oh, okay. Zimmet, you see this creature. You see them up ahead. Your door is still here that you've created. You can step through it again if you wish.
Would that put me back up in front of it?
Yeah, it'll send you back. You rolled really low, so it took you to a place that you didn't want to go.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You step through again, you get back to where they are. Or, well, back to where you were in relation to them. It's a little complicated, but it's okay. Yeah, you step back because you were trying to meet with them, but you rolled badly for your door. You can attempt again, and you can also call to them. You're only about 200 feet away. You can yell at them.
I will just mind link and say behind me, us, big monster, big monster.
Big monster. Yeah, you guys hear him say that, and as you do, you guys can hear the clangs of chains rolling behind you.
Do I need to start blasting?
I mean, I was I don't know what to do because I'm like, sorry, words. Do we want to start engaging with it? Because I mean, at this point, it's probably not a bad place to leave off. So I don't want to like start anything.
Yeah, I thought you were. Like,
I thought you were like, oh, you see this creature.
That's a fair point. It's not a bad place. It's not a bad place. How about one last thing before we go?
Okay.
Nemo, you guys can see that they are within eye shot of you pretty well. You are close enough. You can see their pinpricks of light, you and Zhen Yin, and he looks to you and he goes, "Can we draw them closer? Get them closer to us, maybe?"
Well, I mean, we've been running for this long. Might as well make a stand now, right?
He goes,
I do love causing a diversion.
and with that, Nemo, you imagine this portal. Instead of a doors like they have been, you've been imagining these portals that you jump down into that'll release you above wherever you're going. Or at least in theory. It's worked 40.
It's called AC 130, Becky's.
And as you imagine this portal opening up below you of pure darkness, a similar portal opens up behind them. And we'll have you roll for that next time. Zhen Yin will jump in with you as well as he nods to the idea of facing it finally.
Wait,
Part of
no. Sorry, go ahead.
part of the problem for them
Before we jump in though, me and Zhen Yin do our super secret handshake that we developed while we've been spending so much time together the past couple days.
Nemo convinced
like one of those
that it was useful.
things.
No. It would definitely be the whole like Spider-Man, like Tom Holland and Ned, the Spider-Man and Ned from the new ones.
That's so cute. Nemo, you convinced him of that by saying like, "Hey, if there's another copy of you out here, I'm not going to be able to tell if you. But for this secret handshake, so he is pushed into it. He's still a little clumsy with it, but it works. Yes, with that, let's go ahead and pick up from there next time, and we'll see how things go for you guys next time. Yeah, the main reason you guys have been avoiding like actual like having to deal with this is because you guys feel so weak in comparison. Like Nemo, you're the only one who can actually like do anything with your spells, but you can't rest here, so a good amount of your slots are gone. Actually, with that, we'll have to roll for what slots you still have left. But we'll do that next time. Very fun tonight, guys. Very fun.
Very fun.
Of
course, Nemo has another bad idea to face this thing instead of just leaving, because why not?
Very. With that, I'll go ahead and end the stream.